All right, so we are starting the campaign. All right, we start the campaign. We are doing the Moonsea campaign. A little bit of back history. We got some people that are missing, but we got three people, which is good enough for a game. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the overhead map. The guys have been doing a couple of favors for the this and that people. They went to the Hobgoblin. Basically, they paid them off to get the hell out of Dodge. The Hobgoblin says, "Sure, we don't have a problem with leaving, but we'd like to go ahead and go to this area where the ogres are basically there, so we get our asses kicked by those guys." So the guy said, "Sure, yeah, we'll help you out with that." Turns out the ogres weren't that troublesome. So they went in there into the area where the ogres were at. They killed one of the guys outside, and then they went inside the cave. And then from there, the guys decided to well, they killed them, and then after that, they basically went back um, to the Hobgoblin outpost. If I remember correctly. Yeah, they're the Hobgoblin outpost. So that's the overhead map, and let's go ahead and go to the outpost where we'll start the role playing as soon as we get Mr. Chris on roll 20.
And
Uh,
I'm coming.
all right,
So,
all right. So we got that going, and let's see. Go turn that off. All right, so we got that. All right, so we got three of the guys in here, and let's get my sound. This is default music, tavern music, I guess. All right, so again, the guys are back at the Hobgoblin camp, and they are basically the heroes. Technically, the Hobgoblins are not, you know, good, so these guys are not good either. So, well, I wouldn't say they're not good. One of the guys is a drow, so um, see how that
Yeah,
goes.
Drow, thank you very much.
Right, 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 right. All right. Actually, we have. I think we have the same people from last week. Huh. We are. One of the guys is thinking of be getting a leadership feat, which is probably a good idea for getting more people for the game. But yeah, Sundays is it's a bad day for some reason. I didn't post on the forums for new players, but I figured the other guys would show up. But anyway, all right. So we got the guys are back, and they're you guys are up. What are you guys up to?
Is everyone in? Or are we going to start role playing for.
waiting.
I'm
Uh,
in.
yeah, we're it's gonna be it's a 3 hour game since Mr. David said he's gonna be leaving in 3 hours. So if you guys
Oh
want to
my
do,
god,
is it
load already.
all right? Well, David, is it 3 hours or 4 hours or what exact time do you have?
Um, I I need to leave in 3 hours and a half.
3 hours is good. I mean, the guys can get so basically you guys
Yes.
can get something done within those 3 hours, depending on what exactly you have in mind. All right, so again, you guys are in the Hobgoblin camp. You spoke with the Hobgoblin, and uh, you paid them the money. You told them what you wanted to get done. If I remember correctly, I think that was it. Did you guys want to say anything else to the Hobgoblin? Because they're about to pack up and get the
Uh,
hell out of Dodge.
Not really.
No, I'm
All right.
fine.
If I remember correctly, I think you guys said you might be going back to that cave, but not 100% sure. Let me just go ahead and refresh your memory on the cave, because the cave, you guys were basically over here. You took out the ogres, and then you said you wanted to investigate to the west. I'm not 100% sure if you want to do that. If I remember correctly, the hobgoblins did tell you that there were an underground uh, caverns, the Underdark, that basically goes through the land of Thar, and you also got a handout documents, if I remember correctly, as well as a map to the Thar area, which is, let me show you the land of Thar. I don't know if you, oh yeah, and also you don't really
Yes.
know what it says. You're gonna have to do a comprehend languages. But anyway, you also have that.
I
I
read
don't.
Goblinoid.
Not that I can't memorize that spell
Right,
because
right.
I know I
Well,
need it.
yeah, you found that in the cave where you guys are where you fought the ogres. All right, so so back to the goblin or hobgoblin tent, and then from here is where you guys decide on how you want to proceed.
I vote we avoid the Underdark.
All right, well that's one for the Underdark.
Have any qualms with that?
I'll go ahead and put the Thar map in your handouts, and then you guys can reference that if you decide to investigate the land of Thar. So edit and
That's
players.
that northern place with all the barbarians and stuff. I take it.
Yes, actually, let me give it to all players. Save. Basically, the land of Thar is this area here. So the Moonsea, and then the land of
Yeah,
Thar.
that big deserty area with the
Yeah, correct,
giants
correct.
and shit.
Right, 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 right. All right, so that's a little bit more of a detailed map, and again, it's in your handouts. All right, so what's the plan, fellas? As far as assignments go, I'll go ahead and just link you the plan assignments.
Definitely, one plan is buy a wand of comprehend languages. Since I'm not gonna bother memorizing that. So that's one of those spells that's gonna come up often.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so here is
And
the link for the assignments, and basically that's it. So you guys are basically outside the camp. You've done your job. What's your plan? What's the next plan for you guys?
Uh,
hmm.
I think we want to find another job, do something that'll be get us keep the local cities happy with us.
All right. Well, that's one plan for making the Flan people happy. Any you guys want to vote on it or something?
Well,
Uh,
if we want to make people happy, I would suggest the number 8.
Number
Find
eight.
out why the underground river has stopped flowing.
Number eight. Yeah. So basically, the Kutos well is basically dry. So in order for them to not have to go outside the city and find a decent well to get their water from, uh, they're looking for somebody to see what the hell's going on with the well.
lizard men are knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature. That is. Oh no, knowledge local. They're technically humanoids. Knowledge local
Uh,
for humanoids. Knowledge nature is for uh, I don't know.
monstrous.
Plants,
Yeah.
Fey.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, they're monstrous humanoids. Damn it.
Knowledge local.
I think I've got knowledge local.
All right. Well, might want to ask him why he's so interested in the lizards, but I think you
Oh,
guys.
I'm just actually thinking that the outpost, the direct route, might be easiest. Might be less surprises than going underground in a well.
Yes, I
Well,
have
You are
knowledge local.
you are talking about the number 12?
number 12.
Yes.
I'll supposed to town. Tech with lizardman. Twilight March. Yeah. Council 10 would like somebody to take out. See. All right. So that's basically the outpost, which is here. So I think I mentioned it last week that they have a bridge over this particular the Track River, and this damn bridge keeps being attacked and destroyed about once or twice every year, depending on how hostile the lizard folk get. That's the reason they put the outpost there to begin with, to fend off these guys from destroying the bridge. So they would like somebody to go down there and tell them yeah, to quit it, just stop it, stop, destroying our bridge. So that's number 12. So,
Even number 12 is fine for me.
all right, we got one for number 8 and one for number 12.
Okay, I guess that means I'm gonna have to decide because I didn't care.
All right. Well, I think David says he's kind of like, I don't, he doesn't care either. But
Yes, it's fine.
yeah, but it's your call, guys. The faster we can get you guys on the mission, the faster we can get something to
Uh,
go for today. Yeah,
let's go with. So who's? I like the idea of the Kunto's well because water
Kunta as well.
everybody cares about. Lizard
Yep.
men only important people care about.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and roll for encounters because apparently you guys are going to go back to Flan. So right now you are. Did you guys want to visit the old man, the old gnome, or you
Uh,
don't really care about that?
Stop by, say hi, camp for the night,
rest
and move
up.
on.
Yes,
All
it's
right.
fine.
All right. So just say hi and. All right. So you guys do make it to old man at the gnome village. All right. So Mr. Gnome Village is basically asking you guys how are you getting along. If you are in need of any specific um, items, because he's a little absent-minded. He says, "Look, guys, I've got a couple of extra trinkets here, and seems you boys are doing a good job. I've got a messenger, or I've got a cohort, well, the people you bought the groceries from, sends me a message every now and then via my familiar. He said the people in the city have pretty much noticed I guess you could say your good job that you did at the lumber mill, and since I didn't know if I could trust you or not, I'm actually an artificer. I don't know if you know that or not, but I've got a couple of trinkets that I'm willing to sell you guys. Most of these trinkets are pretty much I don't I create them, but really don't use them. I just you have to practice your wares in order for you to keep on your toes. I don't want to just forget all the information that I have in my head, so I have to create some of these items every now and then just to keep in practice. So tell you what, I've got one item that I'm not really using much. If you guys want it, you can go ahead and take it from me. Again, I'm not really using too many of these items. So if you care, would you actually want one of these items? Because again, I'm not really using much of what I've got. I'm not an adventurer.
Sure.
Okay, great. So he kind of goes into his bag of holding, and one of you guys, I don't know, I don't really care who rolls. Anyway, magic item compendium roll. You can roll whatever you want. Just don't roll below 100 for a magical item. So you can roll 4D 100 or a 3D 100.
Oh, 40, 100
Well,
for free.
the magic item compendium has about 350 pages. So
Okay, so there you go, 254.
all right, so 254. So what you're gonna do is open the magic item compendium, go to 254, and then if there's 4 items there, you're gonna go ahead and just type in, well, roll 1d4, and then that's basically what he's giving you. And
And I'll
then
go ahead and look up my magic item compendium.
now you guys can vote on
254.
254. Yeah, I was gonna say you
Oh,
guys.
254 is the page with all the throat slots.
254.
So it
Okay.
is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you might want to have to re-roll for that. You might have to re-roll. Usually the page that has like 4 or 5 items I think you might have rolled a little bit too high. Yeah, yeah, that's so the those are the
I mean,
yeah, those are the item
throat
sheets.
slot.
Yeah, but there's I don't know about 50 of them. I was technically going
Two, three.
Yeah, there's
for
a lot of them.
I was technically going for pages. Where is the page number? All right, so pages
Okay, so
260.
3D 100, 179.
There you go. That's a better roll. Technically, it's pages 100 to 200. Yeah, there you go.
179 is just a picture.
179.
It's the rune staffs
Is it
picture.
179?
And 98 is going to be horrible. It's another pic. Yeah, it's the eyes slot.
Hey, at least it has some things this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of three.
178. 70. 178 is the one with a picture on it, right?
It has a picture, and then it has the Eyes of Power Leech, Eyes of Power Leech Vampiric, and Eyes of Expanded Vision, like I said.
I'm seeing rune staffs, a bunch of rune staffs. Maybe I didn't roll it right.
No. That's the
No.
first page with the fat photo of the rune staff, and then I rolled
Oh,
again, and it hit.
179, 179. Right. Yeah, that's
No, just
yeah, you're right. All right, well, 98 is the official roll. Is that correct?
yes.
All right, 98. How many items are there in
That
there?
didn't roll.
There are 3, and then there are half of 3 more.
All right, so it's a 1d3 roll for one of these eyeballs. Eyes of Power
3.
Leech. All right. Ooh, vampiric. Eyes of Power Vampiric. So he says, "Well, I've got these particular. Are they glasses or something?
Yeah, they're
Gold wire.
face
Effectively,
slots.
Oh, okay.
They're
So he says he breaks out these gold wire rims with dark
yeah, they're
lenses.
effectively glasses.
Yeah. He says, well, I've got these items here. I've really not used them. As a matter of fact, I don't really even know if they work or not. But you guys are welcome to them. Uh, they're going to do you more good than they do me. And again, I appreciate your help with the hobgoblins. So if you guys want to stick around here, I could tell you some of my tells. But knowing you boys, you probably are in a bit of a hurry. But
Well,
Hmm.
actually, if you don't
Do
mind,
you
we'll
know
spend the
anything
night.
about an island with a sorcerer by any chance?
well, you're welcome to stay the night. As far as are you talking about the Sorcerer's Island to the west of here?
Yes.
And then he takes out a map and he says, "Well, this Sorcerer's Island, that place used to belong to a great wizard not too long ago. But a couple of mercenaries from the time of Thranex in 1358 took care of that guy. Now we've the place has long been vanished, and matter of fact, I really haven't heard much about that place. It's supposed to be some
It's
sort of,
been re-inhabited.
I would assume so. But as far as who dwells in that area, I couldn't tell you. Again, I've don't really get out that often, and the only people that give me problems are the people that you've already taken care of. Other than
You
that,
don't happen to know anything about this trinket you gave us? Do you know what it does?
well, I had a friend
Of
of
course
mine
he
that
does.
was
He made it.
yeah, I had a friend of mine tell me that was a great little item that he needed. Unfortunately, he never came back to reclaim it. So he basically told me that he needed this item made, but he never came back uh, to claim it. So I figured, well, as a matter of fact, I've got a bunch of items here, but I don't want to overwhelm you boys with too much of junk that you're probably not going to ever use. But you're welcome to it. Other than that, you know, I don't have a use for it. Again, I'm not much of an adventurer these days. Now, as far as the Sorcerer's Island, I couldn't really tell you anything about that area. All I know is that it was inhabited by some sort of a mad wizard back in 1358, and a couple of mercenaries for Flan, some guy by the name of Ren, and Shell, I think their name was, took care of those guys. I'm referring to, this is out of character, I'm referring to the novel Ruins. It's a Flan novel, I forgot the name of it. But if you want to read through it, it's a pretty good novel. Ruins of Adventure, I think, is the name of the novel. Forgotten Realms. Ruins of Adventure. That's a module. The name of the module is. I'm sorry. That the name of the book is.
Ruins of Adventure.
No, it's called Pool of Radiance. That's the novel name.
Oh yeah.
Pool of Radiance. Pool of Radiance. All right, so he's referring to the Pool of Radiance novel. If you read it, you'll get all the 411 on it. All right, so what else are you guys? Well, if you welcome, stay here. All right, so basically, if you are not going to do anything else, it's basically going to be just there's not going to be an encounter roll because this guy is no, he's got
Has magical
friends.
defenses.
Well,
Nah, we're definitely gonna
yeah,
rest
he not
up.
only that he has friends. All right, so it's basically the morning. It did rain a little bit throughout the night. You guys, if again, it's 26 miles to Flan. So if you don't have anything else to ask Mr. Shit, I forgot the guy's name. Let me put you on the map with Gnome. What was the guy's? Oh yeah, Serval. All right. If you don't have any other questions for Mr. Serval, that
Nope.
oh,
Nope.
okay. All right. So here's the encounter rolls back to Flan. So that was a day encounter, by the way. All right. So on your way over there, maybe about 14 miles into the Quivering Forest. Let me go ahead and put you on a forest map, and then you guys could you can investigate. Oh, actually, you might as well go ahead and make your spot check. Looking for a 20 on the spot check. They're a little bit too far for any kind of noise to be made, but you might be able to check them out with a 20 spot check.
There's like
Okay.
my E. Not even a point in my rolling that.
Let's make a
I'm
map a
not
little bit
going to roll a
bigger.
20.
All right, so you guys are basically wandering through the area. You guys are, well, let me go ahead and put you down here at the bottom. From afar, since there's a lot of trees, and these are technically hills, or they're not really mountains. You do spot what looks to be some sort of abandoned outpost. So again, you're either on your horses or whichever way you're. I know that one guy has a lizard mount, so you guys are basically going through the area. And let me put your mounts and all that good stuff on the map. So mod mounts Yuri and David. Anyway, so you guys are basically, you do see what you see. Again, there are really you don't see any specific people outside. So technically, it's a choose an encounter if you want an encounter.
So, guys, what
Do you
do
want to
we
just
do
pass
now?
by and keep going to farm? Do
Yeah.
we
So
want
basically,
to stop?
you're technically passing through the area, and you kind of veer off a little bit close to the edge of a mountain, well, not a mountainous region, a hilly valley, where you kind of spot an abandoned, what looks to be some sort of a abandoned shack, outpost maybe, with some sort of a ruined cave entrance. And if you, yeah, it's basically like Skyrim, guys. You're traveling down the road, and then all of a sudden you see some sort of a weird ruin, and you're like, oh, let's check it out. This is the same kind of thing. You want to check it out, or you don't want to check it out.
I will try
Hmm.
to check it out.
All right, we got one vote for checking it out.
Oh, and does it look like it's caved in or whatever?
No, no, it looks like um, from where you are, yeah, you can probably tell it looks some sort of a uh, man-made, not man-made, but humanoid-made entrance. The shacks look to be in in pretty decent condition. So, and it's about maybe 12 in the afternoon. So, 12 in the
Oh,
afternoon. That's basically going to be the only encounter you're going to have for today. So
shacks.
yeah. So you either
Do the
like,
shacks seem like they're still inhabited,
well,
or?
yeah, you're going to have to move closer to the area. Because again, you're kind of to the north through the trees. You're seeing all this stuff. Now, if you want to get closer and maybe something might happen, or well, like for right now, all you see is an abandoned uh, camp. I guess you can call it a camp. So, what's the word, guys? What's the dealio?
I think we'll be investigating it.
Hmm. Yes, this is where I definitely go and
Well,
might as well investigate.
invest.
I'm
All right.
going to go and invisible and alter shape and
And
Okay. Alter shape,
And
invisible. Right. All right. As soon as let's
And
see.
when everybody else is done, I'll obviously
Oh, okay. All right.
third
So
thing.
basically, when you get a little bit closer, I'm just gonna move you guys closer. So
okay.
yeah, might as well get you guys up there. All right. So you
Yeah,
start
I
getting.
don't know if this is an up or a down or a left or right. Okay,
All right, so you start
gotcha.
getting a little bit closer. Once you get closer to the area, that's when you start to see a couple of dead bodies. So one of the bodies, as a matter of fact, two of the bodies look like two female. I'll just put them right there. Two female elves that you see on the. It's right here. All right, so one body here and another body in there. And when you go to here, you see a body of an human, or not a human, but a elderly elf. Elderly, as in I don't know, they don't get that old, but they get old enough to where this
they're
guy's
all
a little old. Yeah. All right. So a father and son and a wife and daughter. So apparently a group of elves here have been killed. So it looks like it was their home due to the fact that the place looks like it's a live-in kind of cabin or shack. But as far as why they're close to some sort of a weird opening of a cave, you don't really know. So apparently, you've got a mother-daughter on one of the cave, this side, mother-daughter, and then you have a father and son. So let's put that there. All right, so there you go, guys. Family of
I'm not
four.
going to get close to this situation, as if anyone's watching, it looks really bad for me.
Yeah, a family of dead bodies inside the cabins. So,
I move near the bodies and check their wounds to see if they were made by a weapon or clothes. Can I?
oh, yeah. Go ahead and make a healing, or yeah. Do you have healing? It's
Yes.
a healing check. Okay. All right, so you're basically
Yeah.
looking like a for 15 for 15.
That's more. Ah, +3.
All right.
I just used my crit for today.
Oh, you crit it?
20.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Well, you notice that their bodies seem to be very bloated. Their bodies are bloated, and if it's kind of like if you well, when you open up or lift up their shirts, you see that their whole bodies are bloated and purple. So you don't exactly know what might have caused this, but you do see that the inside of their the inside of their guts are kind of maybe moving a little bit. So it's purple. Their bodies are bloated, and the inside of their bodies is kind of, it's kind of
Wally,
moving.
jelly.
Yeah, yeah, moving. All right. So this is
So
where
something like a blood edging weapon or something like that.
no, no, bloated as in they're just what's another word for bloated, guys? Bloated, uh,
Swollen?
swollen. Yeah, swollen.
Oh,
So swollen, bloated. You know, when you get a dead body from the river, it's like expanded, swollen.
Check for poisons.
All right, so
I rolled a 20. I rolled a 20 +3. I made a crit.
all
So
right,
Oh,
if it was poison, I should be able to identify it.
all right. So it's basically it's kind of like a hard roll. It's 25. Can you make that roll?
No, I cannot. I cannot do it.
It's a
This is the
knowledge
max.
survival or knowledge nature roll. So basically, this is what you can assess so far. Something has infected these things with some sort of a poison, some sort of a disease, to be precise. But in order to figure out, well, what might have given these guys a disease, that's why the roll is a little high. So that kind of,
Okay.
yeah, that
well, I used up my crit for today,
oh, okay.
hopefully.
Did you roll a,
One.
oh, you okay, well. All right, so here's what you can assess. They're diseased. What um
Okay.
what what made them diseased? So, you know,
They are swollen around their belly or in other parts of their body.
that's correct. Now, D&D doesn't have like specific descriptions or like descriptions for like an autopsy, autopsy. Shit, I can't even say it. Anyway, I'll give you an example. Like, say for example, filth fever. You know that that's caused by
Yes.
like diseased rats, right? It's not
Yes.
it's not filth fever, by the way. I'm just giving you an example. So.
Hmm.
So again, you need to roll either a 25 on your survival or your knowledge nature, one of those two, or heal. I'm sorry, I forgot this to heal.
No, I can. I cannot.
There's ways to try to get a higher number. I can tell you guys, but eh,
The
I,
aid another, but none of us have the appropriate skills, so we could end up harming his roll.
well, there's a spell that you can use to help him out. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
And well, I don't have any spell that does that. But
I
there's a
need to.
spell.
Wait.
I'll get a spell next level that will make me that can let me do it.
Oh, you don't have it. Oh, this. I was thinking maybe you had it this level. Anyway, it's not that important. I mean, you just basically the reason I want to give you that row is to give you an idea of okay, there's this that is probably the problem, but right now you just don't know what the problem is. So, all right. So, how do you guys want to proceed? You can't really tell exactly what's causing the issue.
I think that at this point it would be better to go back to the city and tell the authorities about this settlement. We don't know how far the disease can spread.
Is that it?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So no further investigation. Is that correct?
Correct, because no one is suitable to this sort of investigation.
Well,
I don't know if we will get infected ourselves.
not a problem. Not a problem. All right. So basically, just just say, look, we're just going to pass on this investigation, and then I'll put you in
We'll
the.
pass.
All right. So I got 3 for pass because I'm going to give you the answer because doesn't matter if you know it or not. I'm just going to give you the answer. Yeah, because again, if even if you knew it, you're basically passing. You're more than likely players will say, "Well, I'm going to go back to that later." They never do. You guys, they never do. All right, so the answer it is.
We
Yeah,
came back to the hobgoblins later.
don't you still have to go back to the hobgoblin lair? Which I don't think. Well, I'll tell you what.
No,
Since
we
you
never said we were going to come back for that to that.
okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll leave it open. I'll leave it open, and then you guys can investigate. Hopefully, their bodies won't rot away by the time you get back here. Anyway, I'll leave it open, and you guys can maybe investigate it later. I'll put
I'm guessing
disease.
we're
Go
never
ahead.
going to come back to this one, but
Okay.
because none of us are really interested in diseases.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I can give you the answer. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
but I'm
Well,
saying that if I say I'm going to come back to something, I'm going to actually try and come back to it.
here's what you could have done. Speak with Dad. That would have been one thing.
Don't
I
have
don't.
it.
Yeah. Well, you could have. Well, if you really had a hard on, you could stay here the night and memorize it. And then speak with Dad is
Don't have it in
uh,
my at all.
oh, okay. That's right. Well, another thing you could have done is speak with plants. No, you don't have that either. Um, what else could you have done?
Unless you start throwing divine scrolls at me, I'm not going to have a wide repertoire of
Yeah,
spells.
what's the one that gives you plus 20 to your skill check? Divine.
There's divine insight. It's a second
Yeah,
level spell,
yeah. There
but
you
I
go.
don't
That's
have
what I
second level
was.
spell.
Yeah. Well, that's
But it doesn't add plus 20. It adds your caster level plus 5.
caster level. Well, that's good enough to get you above 25. Well, that's
Right.
yeah. That would have been. That's another good spell to have. Anyway, it's
But I
basic.
don't have. But I only have first level spells right now. Next level, I get second
All
level
right.
spells.
All right. All right. Well, again, it was basically it was cackle fever, and it was basically done by a couple of uh, uh, dire wargs that were inside the.
I do have knowledge nature, but there's no way I'd roll a 25 on it.
Now we were just discussing ways that could have been used in order to get 25. Anyway, so I
Someone
just
could give me an aid another, or I could probably.
well that the that's yeah that's basically pass. That's fine, guys. I just figured I'd give you a Scooby Doo mystery, and if you didn't get it, well, that's fine too. All right,
Wow,
so
that cave is scary looking.
yeah,
Until
basically
I'm
the
avoiding all elves right now.
yeah, basically it was a cackle fever, guys, and it was basically being manifested, or the dire boars were the ones that had that, and basically you were supposed to go inside the cave and investigate it by getting the information from the dead bodies. That was mainly the thing. Anyway, no XP, but that was what I was throwing out there. Anyway, we didn't spend that much time on it, so that's no big deal. Anyway, and all right, so we already had the encounter. You guys camp out. It starts to rain in the middle of the night, and
Oh, we just want to head back to town. We don't want to camp out.
well, it's 26 miles from the old man to Flat, and I think you guys can do
We
24
can make
miles.
it.
Everybody can
Does
get
anyone
out.
have what's with move speeds? Should let me just check movement speeds.
Because I think, well, I know you're on a mount. I don't think the rest of the guys are though. I think the
No,
rest of the
I
guys
can only
are.
move 30.
No.
Yeah. So if you can move 30, he technically can move 15 miles a day. So that's why I said he's camping out. But
Does,
if you guys can get him to move faster than 15 miles a day, then
you have a
that's
you have a 30-foot move speed.
oh, that's 24. I'm sorry,
Yes.
it's 24 movement. That's 24 miles a day,
Uh,
guys.
it would mean we fall. Is it 24 or 26? How far? It's 26 miles from the gnomes camp.
It's let me show you the thing I got here. Anyway, if it's 30 per day, it's 24 guys down at the bottom, and it's 26. So you're 2 miles away from Flan. You know, technically
We can.
you can
It'd
overdo.
be a fort save to deal with the fatigue.
Yeah, that's correct. So it
We'd
wouldn't
show
be
up at town fatigued, but so I'm gonna say we want to push to town
push the town. It
rather than.
is. All right. Well, you guys do make it back. Just wanted to be precise with the movement on the 24 miles a day. All right. So you guys are back in Flan. So I'll go ahead and put you in the street, and then from there you guys can proceed forward on what the hell you feel like doing. Um, oh, by the way, I set up the ladies' tower, which I didn't get to do officially last week. This is Rowena, the lady that was selling you the magic items. Just wanted to show you the actual building because I don't think I set it up last week. All right, so here's the city streets. Actually, let me go ahead and put you in the overhead map. That way, you guys can say, well, we want to go to the mayor or whatever it is you feel like doing. So overhead map. Oops, overhead map. All right, so what's the word, guys?
So we
I think
decide.
dogs to shut
So,
up. But
so I think the first thing we want to do is make a find an inn for the night.
All right. Well, you guys have already been here one night, which is where'd you guys stay at? Was it the Laughing Goblin? I think it was the Laughing Goblin.
I think it was the goblin. I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, it's
That sounds right to me.
yeah, the Laughing Goblin. All right, so let me go ahead and put you guys in the inn. So you guys keep. Basically, there's really nothing much going on against people are still rebuilding the city, and then you guys are, you know, people kind of. Well, not nobody really knows you. The only people that really know you are basically the mayor, which is number one, and that's and maybe his assistants and a couple of people that you saw inside the office. But other than that, nobody knows you. Uh, somebody you messaged me. Oh, Chihuahua. All right, so I'm putting you in the end. But before I do that, did you guys want to sell, buy, or whatever?
Does anyone intend to pick up levels of psychic?
yeah, I was going to say we should just sell that.
Because really awesome.
None of us have any use for that whatsoever.
Oh, the free item.
Yeah,
Oh,
unless you have a
Unless someone
policy
wants
against
to be
selling those.
unless someone wants to become a psychic. I mean, it'd be a great boost for you if you wanted to become a psychic. But
I'm not planning to become one, so you can sell it for me.
got it. I've never gotten around to figuring out how psychics work myself.
They're not really difficult.
I know, it's just something I've never did. Because none of my players in any campaign I've run ever did it, so I never had to look at it. And so I never wanted to look at it on my own, because there's always something new that my players are bringing up,
well,
or
yeah,
that I need to bring up.
Yeah, the psionic classes can really fuck up your campaign. I've got a couple of them in my other campaigns, sir. Woo, they're hard to deal with.
Casters of any sort can mess up a campaign.
Oh
Well, the
my
thing is, this
God.
guy's using his points, so they work off of points instead of okay, you only have fourth level spells, so you and then they're like, oh no, I've got
But
like
he can get his higher level abilities more often, but meaning he'll never use his low level ones. But once he runs out, he's out.
that is correct.
Whereas, like a wizard or a cleric can start off with their high level and then fall back to their low level.
Sounds good.
So to deal with things like that, because there's a feat that sorcerers and any spontaneous casters take. It's called I can't remember right now. It's from Complete Arcana. It's from Race of the
Oh
Dragon.
well, you're in yesterday's game, so you know about the cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. All right. Well, you know all about that.
What you need to do is force multiple encounters and not let it rest.
Well, for
That
that,
way we have to run out.
yeah, for that, I just like to throw new monsters I've never really messed with. So that's what happened with that. Those monsters sucked. All right. Well, enough of
Well,
the.
they managed to actually damage the unhittable people, so
Oh man,
they worked in that regard.
that CR16 should have done way more damage. He didn't do shit. That was a horrible monster. All right, well, forget about that campaign. What do you guys want to do? You're at the Laughing Goblin, and again, you already know all about the missions. I think you guys settled on what, number 12 or number 8?
Yes.
The Kuto
Well, I
Well,
believe.
12 for the Lizard Marsh.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
what? I think it was 12 we settled on.
Yes,
All right.
we decided for the 12.
All right. Well, for that, you as the you are going to have to talk to either the constable, which you haven't really talked to the constable yet, or the number one guy. Either one of those guys will be able to help you out. The constable usually deals with militia kind of things, so he would probably be the guy to talk to. He takes care of the military stuff. All right, so who's gonna be the face, so they can go ahead and get that started.
Let me see. I have only +2 on diplomacy. You guys?
I have lower. Actually, I'm a half elf, so I think I have the same.
Well, if I remember correctly, I think you guys have already been to the jail. That's basically where the constable is.
Is that Is that with your skill mod included?
Yeah, my racial
Are you
skill
telling me
modifier
that I managed to have a higher diplomacy with no ranks in diplomacy than the half elf? No.
Wait, I've got a
Someday.
3.
Yeah, we're tied. Then I am the epitome of not face person.
I do face stuff because no one else wants to do face stuff. I don't do face stuff because I'm good at face stuff.
All right. Well, speaking of face stuff, who's going to be the face? So I can put you in the constable's office.
Hey,
I will try.
David,
I
how's your diplomacy?
+2.
Oh, joy.
Hey, after a lady, you could.
We need to get a face.
Well, there's really no negotiating that's going to be done, guys. You're
Right.
basically.
I'm just saying for the future.
Oh, I got you.
Hi, you're new. We're going to make you talk for the party people you've never met before. Okay? So yes, let's go see the constable. We can talk to him, see what he wants, see what's around that he needs people to do. Take him up on the said previously mentioned job.
Correct. All right, so you guys go to the not the government section, but the area where that's the government. I put you in the government map. All right, you go to the area where the where the jail cells are. You walk into the constable's office, which is technically the jail cell, and you meet Mr. Constable again, and he welcomes you and says, "Well, you guys are back. What can I do you for now?"
Didn't you have some sort
Uh,
of water well trouble?
Oh,
we
that's the
have
wrong map. Sorry about that. There you go. All right. He says,
use
"Well, go ahead."
uh we discovered that there's a small, I don't know, settlement of elves that had apparently passed away from disease of some sort, and we thought we'd give you news of it.
Well, that's nothing unusual, especially if you
Okay.
live out in the wilderness. You never know if you'll get bitten by a rabid skunk or some sort of a wild diseased boar. So that's nothing out of the ordinary. We don't prescribe people to live out in the wilderness because things like that do happen. But thanks for the heads up.
All right. Well then, anything we can do for you? We're
Well, you tell me. There's definitely a bunch of wanheads throughout the city, throughout the town, and whatever you can. I know that you boys were able to help out with the lumber yard. So I would assume that you guys are up to speed as far as getting things done. What do you think? Is there anything in particular that you guys want to help out on?
we heard something about an outpost needing help.
Outposts. Oh, you're talking about the militia outpost to the east. Well, it's pretty much that time of the season. Pretty much every time the summertime comes around, we have these ordinary or lizard folk that like to slither from the lizard marsh and try to take down the bridge. Not exactly sure why they do this, other than to harass us, but maybe they're getting their orders from somebody. I particularly don't know. We never had the opportunity to speak with any of these particular lizard folk. But if you're willing to investigate and get down to the bottom of it, or better yet, if you want to, find out, look for a lizard folk village and maybe ask. But we've never had any luck with being diplomatic with the lizard folk. So it's your call. Coach, Cat's got your
Well-
tongue there, son. What else?
So, let's. So you have no idea where the village would be?
As far as the Lizard March village, he goes to his desk and he points at the map. Says, but guys, the Lizard Marsh is pretty goddamn big. To be precise, let me give you the precise dimensions for this Lizard Marsh. And he talks to his assistants, and he says, "Well, what's the distance from end to end?" He asks his assistants, and he says, "Well, if I remember correctly, let me check." Takes out a ruler and says, "From end to end, it's about 8 miles from east to west, and about maybe about, to be precise, it's about maybe 3 miles from north to south. So it is somewhat large. So it's kind of like not a place where you really want to get lost in, if you get my drift. Especially, it's almost impossible to go there via horses because the marshes get so thick. But if you're willing to go in there and look for them, be my guest. We can offer you a handsome price of 1,000 per head that you are willing to bring." And he says, "Well, technically, you don't have to bring us a head. You can just bring us an ear, and I'll have to say 500 per ear. So if you can bring us 2 ears, and that's only for for us to know that you actually did get the job done. Now, and then he looks at his
Okay.
assistant. He says, "Wait a minute, lizard folks. I don't think they have ears." I says, "Oh wow, yeah, let's go."
Yes.
Yeah,
That might
yeah,
be problematic.
yeah. He says, "No, well," and then he looks back at his the constable and says, "Better make it heads." All right, guys. Did you have any other questions? I couldn't begin to tell you where their villages are. That's up to you guys to figure out.
I guess we'll head to the outpost, see what they if they know anything.
Yeah, just ask Captain Samuel. He should be able to probably give you more information about the area than I can. All right.
To the outpost.
All right. So basically, so let me go ahead and so you guys are outside before you guys leave to the outpost. Did you want to get any goodies? Maybe sell some items because you guys just mentioned that you didn't really care
Yeah.
for that item.
Yeah, it'd be much better if we sold that for gold. And
All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, then just go ahead and mention they've got a general store. They have, well, you've already been to the magic item place. Mostly general goods. They only have one magic item in town. So if I roll yes or no, it's only going to be one roll, guys. So just a little heads up there.
All right. Anything we want to pick up?
And by the way, the map is to scale, guys. So if you want to like, well, what's the distance there? It's to scale. So you can tell how.
Actually,
Yeah.
let me check something. Where is it?
Check something on the map or check something in the magic item company.
Cost of something.
Oh, okay. Well, let me put you back on the map, and then you guys can talk about what you want to sell or buy. Now, going into the marshland, the swampland, it's going to require some survival checks for you not to fall into quicksand and shit like that. Just a little heads up there. And that's common knowledge. I mean, it's not like you've not ever been through a swampland.
Actually, none of us have.
No, well, here's the thing: if you don't make your survival check, you're probably going to be walking around in circles. So just a little heads up there.
A question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If,
even
uh,
if you volunteered to go to the swamps, I wouldn't. So I wouldn't advise it.
No, I'm just saying it's just going to require some survival checks, and if you don't make your survival checks, then you're going to be walking around circles. And it's one survival check per hour. So, say for example, you say, "Well, we want to go here." Well, that's due southwest from the militia outpost, and then you get to the edge of the swamp. It's like, okay, how many checks do we have to make, DM? Well, it's one per box, so you have 4 boxes. All right, so yeah, 4 boxes meaning 4 survival checks. All right, you don't make your 25 survival check. Well, then you go to the left box instead of going to the right box, and so on and so forth. And there's going to be encounters and so on and so forth. So you get the idea. As far as getting lost, the DC is as per rules survival. Anyway, while I do that, what do you guys want to buy and sell?
So, I was thinking maybe we should buy a circle of persuasion. We keep it in the party loot. Whoever needs to face can wear the circle of persuasion plus 3 to all charisma checks.
All right, I think.
there's an easier way to go about doing that, you know.
Oh, what?
Well, the survival checks are not that hard, guys. It's only a 15.
Yes, it's not high, but I can use an incarnum to work on water. So I can switch my gloves to sandals to work on water, and I can use them without any problem.
All right. Well,
I
whichever way
will.
you want to do it.
Um, it's the Cerulean Sandals, the name of the solvent.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking you could just set up an ambush at the bridge and wait for them to be silly enough to attack.
Well, it's your call, guys. I'm just kind of waiting for you.
That actually sounds like a good idea. Plan a defense of the bridge rather than an offense.
All right.
But how long do we want to spend at the bridge? Because, it happens sometime over the summer. Does that mean we want to spend 3 months?
Yeah, I don't think you guys want to do that. Well, you probably want to get some information from the from Samuel, the captain of the militia outpost. But before you do
Yes,
that,
we do.
did you want to do anything in town before you leave?
Well, we want to sell that item we don't want. We definitely want to rest up.
All right. All right. So I would assume that since it's a magical item, you're probably going to go and talk to Rowan about selling
Rowena?
those. Rowan. Yeah. Technically it's Rowan. Rowena. I mispronounced her name last week. Anyway, it's Rowe. Oh, Rowena. Yeah, you're right. My bad. All right. So she welcomes you guys and she says, "Welcome to the shop, lads. How can I help you? How can I help you?" No, she's not Scottish. She says, "How can I help? How can I help you?" Well, Ulster's not here.
So,
We have an item here you might be interested in buying from us.
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you too well. Can you speak up?
We have an item you might be interested in buying from us.
I'm always interested in any item any man might have, especially if it's magical.
if we take out the... You handle it, you're good.
The goggles. Not quite goggles. The eyes, I guess they are. Yeah, they're lenses.
Yeah, she looks at him and says, "Aye," and she does a identify spell. She actually has a artificer's monocle. Anyway, technically you don't know that, but anyway, she's got the artificer's monocle. She says, "Oh, wow, this is haven't seen these around in a very long time." Then she goes to her pets and she shows them, and they start clacking and clicking and clicking and clacking. And she shows it to the other one, clicking and clacking. And she says, "Wow, Ren and Stimpy are quite impressed with what you guys have." And she says, "Well, I can give you half price for these boys. Is that a sale?"
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
And she says, "Good, good. All right. Well, if you boys are interested in any of my wares, I'd be happy to show you around." Now, are you the men that were able to help out with the lumber yard? I've heard a couple of rumors around town with
That
you
was
boys have.
us.
Ah, well, since you boys seem to be hardened adventurers, perhaps you could help me out. I'm in the market for some particular items, and I would be glad to pay you handsomely for some of these items. Would you be interested? Always, it's an easy buck.
What are these items?
What are the? She says, what items are you referring to?
The one she is asking us to retrieve for her.
Oh, okay. Well, these might
It's a
be.
it's a weapon, a sword, or something like
Ah,
that. What kind of object it is?
oh, yes, yes. Well, I've got a short list, but if you boys are eager to help and you are in need of some fast cash, um, I'll just give you a list of three items that I'm eagerly needing at the moment. One is a spider venom from uh, let's just say it's a huge spider. And she kind of sizes you boys up and she says, it might be problematic for you boys, but again, it's just a list that I'm in need. One of the items is, again, the spider for a huge spider, a venom sac for a huge spider. Another would be the larynx of a Bergast. As far as you boys have never heard of the. As a matter of fact, I think I might be even mispronouncing it, but I'll just put it in the list. So she puts it in the
Yeah.
list. She puts it in the list there.
Jeez.
And then she says, and I also have a friend of mine who is needing, this is technically not for me, but one of my associates is a armorier here in town, and he is dying for some Bulit armor. And then again, she looks sizes you up and she says, it might be a little problematic for you boys, perhaps, but I'm willing to pay a handsome price. I wouldn't tell the armorier about the Buleti armor, um, since I know that you boys might be interested in some easy cash. I'd like to get a little bit of a profit since we are technically friends. So if you boys are interested in any of these items, I'm willing to pay. And if you are successful, I can give you a much larger list. That way, you can make your stay here at Flan a little bit more. How should I put it? More adventuresome. So we have a deal, or does it sound like something you boys would be interested in?
There is a time limit for the list.
No, not really. The sooner the better. I have customers that are, shall we say, eager for these items, but um, I'm not going to tell them that I've got somebody that's on it until you boys agree. So, if you can do it, great. If you can't do it, well then, you know, it's easy money. It's basically I figured that you guys might be um, interested in making a little fast money. But if not, that's fine too. All right, what do you boys say? Do we have a deal?
Yes, we can take the list, and if we happen to find one of these items, we will bring it back to you, right?
Well, do you think you could do it today? Is what I'm asking.
Wait, we are doing it today?
I'm asking whether you can get this done by the end of the day. Do you think you could go out
Prob
and, yeah, I'm not exactly sure
No,
if you
no.
boys are busy at the moment. Perhaps you've got errands to run, but if you are not too busy, I'm willing to pay a handsome price. And I'll just let you know right now for the spider venom, which seems to be something you boys might be interested in. Um, I can pay you at, well, for however many spiders you're able to kill. I can pay you 1,000 gold for each venom sac. As far as where the spiders are located, I've often heard from a couple of my customers that the Quivering Forest is probably the best place to try to locate the huge spiders. But it's your call, boys. If you're interested, I would like to know it now. Or if not, then we can just make it some other day.
Um, I think that we cannot do it today. We already have our hands in some other affair.
Well, that sounds good. I figured I'd just ask. All right. Well, if you boys are
Yes,
not,
yes, it's not a problem.
if you boys
I think
are,
that
yes, go ahead.
yes, you were right to ask us. When we will have some more free time, we will come back and take and pick the things from your list.
All right. Well, all right. Well, take a look around. See if you are interested in any more of my wares. I would be happy to pay for them, or happy to sell you them. All right. This is out of
Okay.
character. Let me get some. Let me get something to drink, and you guys can talk about of all the options you have available to you. I think you guys did decide on um, the outpost, which is good, but this might give you a couple of ideas. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, an eternal wand wouldn't be that much of a use for me. But if you want, but we could pick one of those up so that you guys could boost your charisma when you want to try and face.
Mm, I'm fine like I am. I don't need anything really.
Okay. Yeah, I've already got an item that's boosting my charisma from from someone who was part of the group previously.
Okay.
So that's why I was suggesting the circlet of persuasion, was because everyone could use that and we could pretty much
Oh,
just pass it around.
all right, I'm back. All right, you guys ready to leave the area? Nothing to buy, nothing. You've already sold the item, I would assume. She gives you half.
Yeah, we're looking for the rolls on those creatures, by the way.
Okay.
Unless she's gonna tell us everything we need to know.
Well, she does know about the spiders, which you already mentioned, the quivering forest. As far as the Buliti goes and the other guy, the Burgast, she doesn't know anything about those guys. I mean, she knows about them, but she doesn't know about their environment, desert or tunnels or underdark or whatever. You guys would have to make a knowledge for the Burgast. I think he's a knowledge magical creature. Uh,
Magical creature.
Planes.
So it's
is it knowledge
Arcana.
planes? Yeah. How you pronounce it? He's a knowledge planes. So one is knowledge magical, which is Arcana, and the other one's knowledge planes. And she's already told you about the
I
quivering
have
forest. Yeah.
I have both of them. Can I try to roll twice?
Yeah.
No, you can
One
only.
for Arcana, one.
Oh yeah, well yeah. For the Burgart, they're going to be 16. The DC is 16 for knowledge planes, and for the Bulete, that's going to be a knowledge arcana, which is going to be 19. Knowledge arcana 19 and knowledge planes 16.
Got him.
All right. Well,
I can do it.
you guys can role play the I know about them and you don't know scenario. But again, it's a
Well, he also
side.
knows.
Well, you guys
Oh
can.
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Well, you guys can role play that if you want to.
Yes,
And
quite. I've
and
heard of them too.
yeah, and discuss the advantages or disadvantages of getting your ass kicked by either one of them.
There is
I
no
got
advantage to getting your ass kicked by a bar guest.
I think
Well,
we could take a Pargist. If I remember its abilities correctly.
well, it's your call, guys. I mean, this is society.
Yo, Def,
It's society.
these are the kind of guys that if you roll a 1, you're screwed.
It,
Roll a
what?
1, you're screwed.
Yeah, you roll a 1, you're screwed.
How so?
Well,
I mean, that's out of character, mind you. That's not.
I don't remember any abilities of theirs that wouldn't say
Lots
auto
of
lose.
enchantment and auto.
Unless they're greater, they've only got 1 enchantment.
I'm pretty sure crushing despair will ruin your day.
It won't ruin mine.
You're immune to mind affecting spells.
Correct.
Well, he's got that going for him.
Because Charm Monster will also ruin our day.
Also immune.
Well,
So we
Because
got
we are not immune.
Oh,
Well.
we got 26
character.
for
I'm going to
Arcana.
play that off as the character forgot that. That other people aren't immune to it.
okay. Well, if you guys are gonna do a little,
But if it's just one bullet, might be a way if you can stay out of melee and off the ground.
I don't know. Remember what is? I'm gonna have to actually look that one up.
They're a big armored crocodile-looking thingy, Merjigger,
the crocodile thing, the ability.
or armadillo. Yeah,
Oh, the ability is. Well,
so it's like a combination of a crocodile and a armadillo.
well, they're pretty hardcore. It's CR7. Don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys are up to it.
I
Don't know
Huh.
if you're up to it.
Seems to be trying. Well, we can't deal with the spider. The bullet we're not up to, and a Barghest would wreck our day.
Yeah.
And they
What?
eat corpses.
Well, it's a side mission, guys. It's you can do it whenever you feel like it.
I think that the I think that we could actually take. I'm still saying I think we could take the Bagest because it has a limit to how much it can throw around its magic.
You got to think about. Well, there's only 3 of you though.
And it also
Right. But that
won't take normal melee damage.
It requires
They also have
magical
damage
damage.
resistance. It requires magic.
Yeah.
I can, if anyone isn't outfitted, I can outfit them with magic.
Well, you might want to do that now.
And I don't fight in melee range.
Right,
That's-
but you have magic yourself,
Yes, but
Which can-
I think that
and if you can
you will-
disable, slow, suppress it in some, weaken it, like you did with the. Honestly, that made the fight.
Except I have no protective spells. If it casts Charm Monster on me and I fail the roll,
Oh,
I am
I
its
can deal with that
bitch.
one. That's. I have protection from evil.
You may wish to
bro.
cast that on me at all times.
It would mean once we enter combat, or as soon as we see it, I would immediately hit you with it.
Ugh.
If we take the time to rest, I could prepare it a couple of times.
That will work.
Then I could buff both the other people. That would protect you guys from it. While dealing with its...
And they are really fast.
Are they?
They
I
are
thought their
really
speed was
fast,
just kind of...
very strong. They are really fast and very strong.
I thought their speed wasn't really that great. Are they faster than like I could run? If I was to try and if it starts to run away from me, is it going to be impossible to chase?
They're very dexterous.
Oh, they're nimble.
I'm not talking run speed. I'm talking dexterous.
Well, I don't want to hurry you guys, but
They're
why
spry.
don't you just vote on it and then you get that, just vote
Because
on it.
I'm with them. We can try to take out the Barghest if there's only one of them, which I doubt.
I vote to go to the outpost.
Okay.
Outpost for you. I did. Outpost was the original plan. Let's head to the outpost, see what information they can give us. Maybe they can get us a map.
Sounds good. All right, so going once, going twice, going to the outpost. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put you on the keep. Uh, Now, are you guys ready to go? Do you need to buy anything? Because I'm about to put you in the map.
Are we? Do we want to buy anything?
No,
I'm not
I'm
buying
fine.
anything right now.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are headed over to the outpost. Let's see what's the distance there. You might get jacked. All right, distance uh, 15 miles. Not that. Yeah, that's not going to take maybe since you leave maybe at about 10 in the morning. Probably get there about 6 in the afternoon. All right, so let me go ahead and move you guys to the outpost. I'm not going to roll for encounters because it's a well-traveled road that the militia do um, patrol, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. All right, so you guys do finally make it to the outpost, and as soon as I get the map going, I will put you there. You see that the place is pretty well fortified. It's not the greatest looking outpost, but it's nice nonetheless. So you walk through the fort gates into the what looks to be the barracks as well as the kitchen area. So the Captain Samuel greets you at the front due to the fact that the you guys did ask if you could speak to him. You are basically in front of him now, and I'll put you in the map as soon as I find the goddamn thing. But anyway, while I'm looking, what do you want to say to old Samuel there?
We want more information on what he can tell us about the lizard folk attacks. How? What are the normal times they show up? What sort of patterns do they have?
And he says, "Oh, well, welcome, boys, welcome, boys. I'm glad you showed up. I would imagine that you've taken on this assignment via the constable at the. All right, so there we go. The constable at Flan. Actually, I got to make that map a little bit bigger. Anyway, while I'm doing that, he does say, "Well, yeah, we have been having problems with the bridge. Usually happens pretty much almost every year, so we're planning on having another one this year. What exactly did you want to know? Do I have this thing on dark? Yeah, no, it's a dark map, I guess. All right, so he
Uh,
says, what exactly did you want to know?
well, your the captain said that there was all he was able to tell us was that it happened once about every summer. That you might have more details on exactly when in the year it happened. Also, the potential that you might know more of where it is.
Well, we have scouted out at least two of the villages that we know of. We have a mage, a magician that is helping us out. So he does a couple of reconnaissance mission. He turns himself into some sort of an eagle. Once he gets a recon, he basically tells us how far and how advanced they are in their. I'll use this guy. He looks like that. All right, so he says how close they are to the outpost here. Now, as far as how what exactly the two villages are, maybe about uh, I think maybe about a 1 mile inland. So let me go ahead and show you the map. So if you are looking at the map, you will see that he basically puts the map and he puts a dot right here and right here. One is pretty much close to the river, and the other one's a little bit further inland. So you're looking about maybe a couple of miles into the uh, whoops, into the from the well, maybe about a mile. So a mile inward. The other map is a mile as well. So you shouldn't have any problems. The problems that we did have ourselves was the fact that we were ambushed by these lizard folk. They seem to be well versed in guerrilla warfare, so it makes it kind of hard for us, especially since we can't get our horses through the swamps. Not only that, they also set up traps for that, and on top of that, you have quicksand and other things such as crocodiles and caplias. Yeah, you would probably definitely make sure that you don't ever mess with one of the caplias. Out of character,
Hmm.
I think I'm definitely not pronouncing that correctly, but let me just put the name on there so you guys are like, what the hell did he just say? It's one of these guys. Let me get their name, and you can look them up. Now you don't have to make a knowledge nature roll because he's telling you what they do, and he explains it. I'm not going
Those
to.
things, yeah, we don't want to mess with those
Yeah,
things.
Not
he
yet.
yeah, he basically gives you the 411 on it. I'm not going to go through a whole speech. And he says yes.
You don't need to.
Yeah, and he
I
says
have no idea how to pronounce that either.
yeah, and then you have your annoying goblins, kobolds. We do know of a black dragon that is basically
Oh,
that is set up in the delta here. But that's pretty much almost impossible for us to make it to the delta due to the fact that again you have to the onslaught of other creatures that you have to fend off just to get to the delta.
That would explain the
Yeah.
attacks.
So we don't really have. I mean, that's a good. As a matter of fact, the mage that is living here with us, he speculated that that might be an option, but we are not 100%. Now, if that's the case, then the black dragon, well, the black dragon can easily take out our bridge, and we haven't seen a dragon in a couple of ages now, meaning since the last invasion, in which I wasn't really around in 1308. So it's been more than likely my father would be able to tell you a little bit more about that than I would. A couple of our men have had encounters with dragons, but I myself have only been a soldier that have fended off orcs, goblins, and humanoid mostly. Now, did you boys have any other questions for me?
Yes, I have one.
Yes.
It it haven't happened that the Lizardmen won, and what did they do after they won? Did they follow the the militia or they stayed on the bridge?
Well, the militia that they
they
did.
destroyed the bridge.
Yeah, that and the bridge was destroyed about last year. It was basically this happens almost year. Some years we can fend them off, and some years we can't. But we can't have them just doing this every goddamn year, guys. Uh,
Well,
that's why we need as many men as possible. And of course, I've already mentioned all the problems that we do have trying to get in there because again, we can't take our horses in there. We have some griffins, but then from the information from the mage, he's basically saying that more than likely that would just agitate the black dragon. So we just want things to calm the fuck down, guys. We don't want to cause any static between us and a black dragon. So are you boys in? And then
well, I
and then
know that we could set up an ambush at the bridge. Then,
How
all right. So
many are we talking about when they attack?
well, it depends on if they decide to basically. Here's the thing, guys. There is one chieftain that is supposedly the head of the Lizard Marsh. Now, if you boys can maybe negotiate some sort of a treaty with him, that would be great. But from what Talon, and then Talon appears out of, he did a teleport, by the way. Talon appears next to Samuel. He says, "So here's my assistant here, Talon. He's a fine mage." And then he's an elf, and he says, "Well, men, I hear that you are interested in trying to get rid of the lizard folk. Um, my intel tells me that there are at least three different tribes in the Goblin March: the Green, the Red, and the Black tribe. The Blackfoot tribe is they're basically don't get along that well. So the chieftain is supposed to be trying to. He has a tenuous grip on all the tribes, but the plan that I was telling Mister the Captain Samuel was that if we can persuade Samuel, the chieftain for the tribes to unite under one, well, under one chieftain, we would be able to negotiate with them more or less. If we have them divided, more than likely we're not going to get any sort of a treatment. So it would be to our benefit to get them all to cooperate with one person than having to have them disagree and take us on one at a time, which makes it harder for us. It's easier for us to fend off one chieftain than three chieftains, if you get my drift.
So we either want them to break up negotiations so they act independently.
No, no,
Then
that's what we. Yeah, that's not
No,
what we want
you
them to
are
do.
saying to give our swords to the one who promised us to not, to the one who promised us a treat.
This is an
If
analogy,
we kill
guys.
his,
I was just going to say this is an analogy. We want one crazy man to be in charge of all the crazy people, like Iraq. If we take out the crazy man, then all the people are just independently crazy, and they're harder uh, to get a grip on.
deal with.
Yeah, to deal with. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, this is
So
what I was saying. We killed the other two crazy, just to have one, just a big one, and then we talk with this one.
yeah, it's basically like what the CIA likes to do, which is hire one tyrant or one dictator per country instead of having to deal with a bunch of crazy people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And until, of course, they invade, and then we have to deal with a bunch of
Well, that's why you
crazy.
have one crazy guy. He gets a grip on the crazy people. That's why they want one man, one chieftain to get their shit together. Technically what they want. But again, it's
In
your
simple words,
guys' yeah, it's your guys' call. You don't. They can take it or leave it. They just figured, okay, that's a good plan from the mage.
yeah.
And if you agree with them, great. If you don't agree with them, well, you're just gonna have to deal with three tribes instead of one. So
Well,
what do
for
you
me to disagree with the
guys?
But
plan.
Well,
so unify them.
unify them, and that way we only have to deal with one crazy man that we can bribe and control. If we don't have one man, then we have three crazy men that we don't have that much money to bribe and control. It
And what if they're
makes
already following the orders of the dragon?
from what our intel shows is that they've always had animosity towards each other due to the fact that one has a red tint to their skin, other one has a darker tint, and the other one has a lighter tint, a green tint. So I guess you can call them racist towards each other. But again, we don't really give a shit. We just want them to stop, you know, burning down our bridge, guys. That's all we give a shit about.
And no one's managed to figure out why they're attacking.
Well, they're fucking crazy for what they're war like creatures. So they just like to fight. They're just fucking crazy, as much as we can tell. They're just crazy. They're war creatures. So you guys can prescribe some sort of I don't know. That's why you guys are here. You tell us what you want to do, and we gave you our ideas. And if you like them, great. If you think you can go up against three tribes and just kill them that way, that's fine too. We just don't want more bridges to be burned down. That's all we care about.
I definitely don't think we can take three tribes. I don't even like the idea of taking.
I would say, can I?
Sidebar.
So I would say let's defend the bridge first. Then we go to the black tribe.
And he says, well, the bridge
Talk with.
is. He says, well, the bridge. We don't know when they are going to be attacking. So it's not like we know when they're going to be attacking. You guys could be here for a whole month for all we know. So you're gonna you're gonna be here for a while if you decide to just wait for them to attack.
Then then we got to talk. We're going to talk to chief with the Black Chieftain and propose him to kill his enemies for a free.
Well, it's your guys' call. You're just here to take on the assignment and
Those
get her done.
those are our two options for now. Yes, the Black Tribe.
Uh, well, you guys, we got a couple of hours left, so let's get the show on the road.
I'm good with that. Whatever.
Um,
The mage, militia, captain. I'm nothing for the plan. Suggest to. All right. Well, somebody's gonna have to be a goddamn good diplomat. So that's gonna be a diplomatic
And
mission. If
I'm not a diplomat.
Nope.
well, then that mission's really not gonna work if you can't persuade Crazy Man to do your bidding or persuade him to unite the tribes. So what you see, they're not
Can we
very
bribe the guy is the question.
well.
I think the best thing we could do would be to try and convince one to go to war with the others, or with one of the others.
Yeah, but what if they don't like you? What are you gonna do about that?
We can kill them and go to another chieftain.
A whole tribe. That's not going to work.
They are a warrior race. We can
Yes,
just
that
try
is
out.
not going to work. There were 3 of
Well,
us,
Talon kind of
not 50.
chimes. Yeah, Talon chimes in. He says, "Well, my suggestion would be to take him take one down at a time. Usually, the tribes consist of maybe 12 to 18. That might be problematic, and I'm not including the children. But I don't know what you can do with that information. 12 to 18 is it's and I'm just talking about the warriors, including the chieftain. I don't know how that sounds for you fellas, but I would suggest that you have a lot of fireballs with you if you uh, if you have the capacity for that. What do you
I
say?
don't.
Says, and then Samuel looks at each other and says, "Are you sure you men signed up for the right assignment? Because it seems like perhaps you were not well prepared for this assignment." And
I
he's
think
just,
we thought we were hiring on as extra support,
well,
extra defenses.
right. He's already gone through the whole scenario on why he can't take his men in there. So, what's the deal, guys? Let's get one fight done before the end of the night, and we're
Yeah,
getting.
we have to go back. We cannot take this fight.
Yes, you're right. I thought it would be simpler. So let's go with the Bargas.
Well, it's maybe simple. I mean, just a couple of good fireballs will get the job done. I mean, that's
You
Fireball's a
mean
third
like
level
the
spell.
school I banned, and that's 3rd level anyway?
well, aren't you guys? Don't we have a 6th level guy in the game?
Yes, I have 3 levels of level adjust, so I'm immune to a whole bunch of things. But at the
Okay.
same time, I have reduced character level.
Well, what about you, David? Um, well, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it.
No,
Maybe you could always come back here later. It's not that big of a deal. But at least you know what the hell's going on, so you're well versed
yes,
in what what the actions are going. What's going on, guys? All right. Well, at least you have a little bit of background on the militia outpost. And you can always come back later.
I know what to shadow evoke when I learn that spell, though.
Well, I'll do what you got to do. Oh, you also have intel on a black dragon that lives in the Delta. So
Which
that's
we'll come back to in maybe 8 levels.
uh, well, in my campaign, you roll it. You level up pretty fast. All right, so he says you're welcome to stay.
Tigers.
He says you're welcome to stay here. Well, you don't have to stay here the night if you don't want, but the patrols will definitely. You won't have any encounters throughout the night if you wish to leave now. Perhaps, and then he says, "Look, I understand that you came here for the assignment for the lizard marshes, but perhaps you boys can help us out. We've been trying to locate. Well, we heard of a slaughter that happened near the coastline. Now we have some nomadic villages, uh, fishing villages in the coastline. Last we heard is that that area was slaughtered. We have our men that usually go down there and do some patrolling, as well as buy some fishes from the village. But it was about maybe last week when the whole place was pretty much slaughtered. There were some people that were able to escape. From what I heard, from what they told us, is that there were some Sahagin that were the culprits of that particular slaughter. Uh, we haven't told the city of Flan because we don't technically want to let them know about what's happening outside the city, and it's our business to take care of the Sahagin. We have searched out the area. There's an alcove, a cave to the east of the village. If you men are maybe um, want to do this particular assignment for us. From what the people that fled the villages, it was basically what they described as a rogue militia of maybe about 6 or 7 thieves, I guess you can call them. They technically just went down there to steal the fishes and food from the villagers, and then they were taken out by the Sahagin. Would you boys be interested in maybe getting some payback for the villagers?
Hmm.
Sure.
All right, so
Yes.
all right, and so he basically says, "All right, boys, if you are interested, we can go ahead and I can get one of my scouts to lead you to the area. If you're willing to leave now, that's fine. All right, so
Yes. For me,
okay,
it's fine.
all right, so you are all in agreement. There's not going to be any issues with you guys making it to the beach. Is that correct? All right, well, let's just go ahead and get started. Do you boys want to leave now or do it in the morning due to the fact that it is going on 6 o'clock? By the time you get there, from what I'm seeing of the distance, this is out of character, by the way.
What's the role to know about Sawagan?
Sahagin are it's their knowledge local, and they're you guys are only they're technically the lowest guy that you're going to meet there is a CR 3, so it's going to be 10 + 3 is 13. The boss is going to
Got
be
it.
higher,
Do
but
our So
yeah.
I rolled a 24. I want
Well,
to know, do Sawagan have dark vision?
uh, just open up the book. I'm fixing the map for you guys. So
Okay.
while you guys are um,
How is Sawagan spelled? Do you have any guess?
SAH. Are you okay with the time,
S
David?
A
Uh,
H.
yeah, just
Yes, I can play.
because
Yes, I can
Okay.
play for one more hour.
all right. So I think we can do.
Sawagan.
I think we can do an hour worth of battle. So Hagen is SAH. Just do a SAH.
Yeah,
It's not
I've
gonna.
got it.
Okay. Just tell the guys what you think and how are you gonna go about
They
getting.
don't have dark vision.
All right. Well, there you
How is
go.
the group doing for vision at night? Could we hit them by night? Catch them by surprise?
Well, it's your call, guys. I don't know. I don't know what you want there.
I'd be good with that.
I don't have any kind of night vision.
All right.
How do you fight? I don't remember. David, how do you fight?
I fight melee
Fight. So we have one melee
with
guy. All right. All right. We got one melee guy.
Do we have any? Do you have any way of making light? If you could, because from what I remember of Swalgan, they prefer melee combat over ranged combat. So if we're able to hit them, and if you're good with being the center of combat, I can pick them off from a distance. We can pick them off from a distance.
yes, I can. I have a way of making light.
How does that sound? Take advantage of my innate ability in the night. And Yuri, how do you do in the night?
Yuri, you there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna type it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I got the map done, so I'm ready when you guys are.
So I can see them, but they cannot see me. As long as
Oh.
somebody doesn't actually cast a light spell. They make it an area of daylight, I'm of course.
So yeah,
Reduced to just normal invisibility.
so long as we keep back, you and me can hit from a distance. If I see David get into trouble, I'll close in. You stay back and do what you can from the shadows. Outside of the range of, I'm assuming it's a torch, or what is it, David?
Allora, then I can illuminate for a 20-foot 20-foot radius with bright illumination and 40-foot of shadowy illumination.
So you're going to want to stay about 80 feet away from Yuri. You're going to try and stay about 80 feet away. Whereas I'm going
Okay,
do your spells
I don't
range
have
then?
120-foot dark vision, so that's not going to work.
Oh.
Well, they don't have dark vision either, right?
Right. So if they're in his area of illumination, you can see them. And if they're trying to move outside of his area of illumination on your side, you can see them.
Well, you know there's going to
Excuse me?
be torches in their hideout.
Right.
This is Soulman's, what I'm going to use. So the light will always be center
Because
focused
I can
around
modify
me.
I can modify the brightness of ambient light as well as spells of lower or equal level with the light or darkness descriptor. So if it's normal torchlight, I can still just
He can deal with the
modify it to
torches.
shadow. It's modified to shadowy illumination.
All right. Well, look, the fights usually take maybe around an hour or so. We got to get this going like now. Actually, I don't want to rush anybody.
So-
but yeah, David's got to take off. as
So
well.
so night assault sounds good with you. Get an hour's rest here, so we're not tired in the middle. So we don't wear out in the middle of the assault.
Yes,
Work
it's
our way
fine.
over to the Sawaugan camp. Hit it as hard as we can.
All right.
Okay, for me it's fine.
All right. Well, if you guys are ready to rock and Oru, I will put you on the map.
And we're in range of the camp. I'm obviously going to be, I know, prepared in advance. It's not going to be one of those things where
All right, so you are escorted down to the coastline where the scout basically tells you that their hideout is basically in the cliff lines next to the village. It's basically, you know, those cliff lines or whatever they call them in the British Isles to the north. I forgot what they call them, beach cliffs or something. Anyway, so there is a beach cliff with what looks to be some caverns. Now the caverns are technically just pillars, guys. All right, so it's about. Let me make the place nighttime. You guys get there about, say about.
You talking about like Dover, like this
Yeah,
photo right here?
yeah, Dover sounds about right. Anyway, there's an alcove
Cliffs of
there.
Dover.
Yeah, there's an alcove there. So let me put you guys on the map, and then you guys can decide on how you are going to be. The scout is basically in the background, guys. I'm not going to put a picture of him there. But here's the beach. All right, guys, it's Normandy, and you're ready to rock and roll. Now, you are not.
Or at least I would be if I didn't have nothing but a big giant black screen.
You should. You guys should see something there. Is that correct? Don't see.
I see him.
I see nothing.
You brought Alistair. You didn't bring
Oh, Alistair, sorry about that.
Yuri.
Yuri. Okay, there you go, Yuri. All right, so there you go, Yuri. You're up in the upper left-hand corner of the map.
Yeah, I see where I am now.
All right, you definitely see at least two Sahagin on patrol. And again, you guys are far enough away to where they don't give a shit about you. But
Hey,
you
David.
used to.
We'd been keeping it in the party loot. It'd been noted that Minion had it. Minion is gone now. A +2 ring of protection.
Yeah.
Do you want to
That
wear
is a
it?
deflection bonus to AC. It would be useful for me.
All right. And I think I already
I
mentioned.
think that for now, maybe the ring would be more useful to me since I'm
Since
going
we're
melee.
kind of making him the target.
Okay, give it to him. What? I'm wondering why he doesn't already have a deflection bonus to AC.
No, I don't have any kind of the deflection bonus.
Noting
Okay, I'll
it
give
is
it to
now
him.
in David's protection.
All right.
David currently.
Okay, ring of protection plus.
+2.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you already got the recon. From the scout, he said there was like there are a bunch of rogues, and it's a group of 8 of them, including the boss. All right, so you have all the intel you need.
Well, it's not like they can see me anyway, because they can't.
Oh, let me put some torches because these guys don't have dark vision.
Okay. I still so I have the on me I have the diadem of pure light, incarnate weapon, and lucky dice.
All right. Well, you technically get a free attack, guys. You are looking down. You're prone. I guess if you want to picture yourself, you're prone. You're looking through the dunes of the sands. You're scouting out the area. You see the 2 guys walking about. You got technically a free round to do whatever you feel like doing. So I'll put the initiative up, and then we'll get started.
Before we go in, I'm going to spend my buff spells. So
Yeah, I
here,
assume we're buffed beforehand, and I'm just gonna give everybody top state what the buffs are, because I would have done this before we went in.
these are the 2 buff spells I've got prepared. It's protection from evil. Who wants this?
Yeah, I want protection from evil, of course.
Protection from evil, and I'm casting Bless Aim, so +2 on ranged attack rolls.
All right, David, you getting all this? Because might be might be a hard fight. Might be a hard fight. Maybe. All right. Well, I'll let you guys. Oh, Dave, you got to click on your token and then hit the initiative button up at the top.
Oh, okay.
So just click on your guy. All right. So David's got a 14. Ahmad's got a 14.
Me and my lizard are just gonna move on my initiative, so we don't have what
And,
happened last week of alternating back
Actually,
and
it
forth.
was my mistake there, Nathan. So you can keep doing what you were doing. Yeah. I mean,
All right.
yeah, you keep doing what you were doing. I was confused. It was my fault. All right.
Wow.
So
14 is the number of the night.
all right. Well, Janice, you are up. What do you want to do there?
Okay, well, let's see here. Can we see these people, first of all? Because
Well, I don't know if you have.
everybody's already hasted, by the way.
Oh.
I didn't get to put that one. Everybody's hasted. And I'm displaced, mirror imaged, alter self.
Oh, let me put a torch over there because it's dark, but it's not that dark.
Flying.
Yeah, and they have to they don't have dark vision, so they have to see themselves. All right, so totem. Let me dress up the beach. Anyway, I think you the gist of it.
Oh, I have one last buff to activate before we go in. I think I've got it. Let me just double check. Yes. Knowledge devotion. And I can't activate that until we actually close with them, so I'll activate the other one later.
All right. All right, so you see enough of these totems in the air to know that stay away, don't fuck with us, we won't fuck with you. But
Except that they will anyways.
Ow. All right, well, Janice, I think you should be able to see something.
And we have 60-foot move. Okay, and I see totems, right?
Totems are these, yes, correct. These little. They've got. They technically have torches on top of their heads or around their totem parts. All right.
Well, those would count as anchor points, would they not?
For a web, that would be problematic due to the fact that these things are just, maybe they're 5 feet in height. I wouldn't think they're strong enough for anchors. Now you could anchor with these pillars that are over here. These are 2 pillars. Pillars there, pillar over here. This big old. Well, technically, it's a cave wall there.
And are those Sahuagins, as it were?
Yeah, Sahagins.
Sahagin.
Sahagins.
They're fish people.
I should actually be able to see those.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
That's actually a really pretty graphic.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice if the game was like you could play them like that, right? Because you could technically see the real detail. You can see the real detail, but that's not how the miniatures work technically. All right. Well, long story short, what are you up to?
Well, I want if you'll.
Put on some good music while we.
And Sigwin is those are monstrous humanoids, aren't they? So I'm not gonna know shit about them.
No, they're humanoid. Period. They're just.
Well, I'm not gonna know shit about them. Period. So.
Most of their special abilities only work in the water.
Grease.
So if you can keep them out of the water, we're great. Actually, I don't.
plus
So long as we
9.
don't go into the water, we're good.
25 plus 5 feet. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that.
You said there are actual anchor points there.
Where the pillars
I-
that I did put on there. The pillars.
Pillar there and here, because I can't see where the actual pillars are, but I'm like, that's a pillar, and that's a pillar,
That is correct. Yes.
and they're getting hit by it, and I'm putting a web there.
A whip.
A web.
Oh, a web. Okay. Yeah. Can you just draw it? Okay. I just want to make sure that you're. Because again, there's a pillar here and there's a pillar here.
And let's see,
And I
line.
don't you have to have at least 20 foot between each anchor? So what is? Oops.
Web's in a 20-foot radius spread. Doesn't.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely doable.
Uh,
Radius is just from center to the edge. So diameter would be, I don't know, 40. All right. So, or you can just put a a torch with a diameter of 20. Well, I'll do that. 20. I'm sorry, with a radius of 20. All right. I'll make it. Come on. I'll make it red.
Basically. But, okay, yeah, that works.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well,
That
then,
works a lot better, actually.
all right.
Just put that where on the pillars, basically.
You can move it. You can move it wherever you want. You can grab the torch and move it wherever you want. All right. Well,
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So somebody has just webbed. I would imagine that's it for you.
Yes.
All right. We got Ahmad. First round web on the two pillars. Well, one wall, one pillar.
Reflex saves.
I'll make the reflex when. I'll make it on my since they're surprised
Yeah.
right now. So.
Their turn.
Actually, I might as well just roll initiative. I'm not gonna do anything this round because I'm surprised. So, I rolled 20. Good. Next round they'll roll for the. What are you up to there, Mr. Ahmad?
Okay. Well, I see that he has one pretty well in line, so we're going to move this way.
Entangled but not prevented from moving.
And then I'm going to take advantage of my arrows to... That's not the arrows, that's the sword.
All right. So, are you hitting anyone in particular?
I'm hitting the one in the web.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're both in the web, actually.
But you know,
Oh,
there's they do have cover because of the.
I only see one.
No, you should be able to just kind of move forward, I guess. Yeah, I'll just move this over here. This guy over here is webbed, and then his partner is webbed as well.
I only see this guy. I don't see any other guy.
You don't see the guy right
In the
next
web.
to him, right there?
Let me reload my page. Well, let me make another attack roll. I'm shooting at the one I can see.
All right. Just move that back. All right, do it. Do what you got to do. Armor class is 16, so knock it out. All right, Ahmad miss. Is that it?
Well, I'm hasted, so I get a second shot.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I see them now.
All right. Well, sounds good. But we can get David in this whole thing. All right. So because he's got to leave. Do you only have 30 minutes, Dave, or?
Well, we can finish this fight and I can leave.
Okay, okay. All right, so we can finish this fight. I just want to make sure because the boss, you just started the fight, so yeah. All right, so Ahmad, what are you up to? You hit one, you miss one of the guys, and it one's effect within caster reflex save. Oh yeah, that's for the web. If you're asking about that.
Yeah, that's for the web. Just so nobody misses that they have that we have cover and so do they.
Correct, correct, correct. So they have cover, meaning that. Oh, where's the part about the cover? Entangle can break one
Plus
round.
2 to their AC, to their AC, I think.
Oh yeah, 20 feet between. If you have at least 5 feet of web between you and the opponent, it provides cover. If you have at least 20 feet between you, it's total cover. So 20 feet from the edge of the web to the guys. Uh, Now it's your yeah. So let's see. Well, that's some parts it's 20 feet. Some parts it isn't. Depending on where you're shooting from, and you're shooting from there. So you're technically at
I'm
15.
shooting from here.
Oh, okay. Well then it would be 15. Or you can shoot this guy.
Okay.
The next, since you can see him now, which is a little bit less.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
cool. So while their armor class goes up for being having cover, it goes down again because they take a -4 to their AC.
All right. So -4. So I would just be at a -2. So that's armor class 14. All right.
You
14.
said they're entangled, right?
Oh, that's per web. They are entangled.
Yeah. An entangled creature moves at half speed, cannot move or run, and takes a -2 penalty to all attacks and a -4 penalty to dex.
All right. So that's a -2 for my armor class.
Right.
So
Effectively.
so -2 is armor class 14.
Of course, they don't have their dex bonus anyways because they can't see who's attacking them.
They're flat-footed. That is correct. So flat-footed AC is... Now, if you are surprising, you technically only get 1 attack, but since you're hasted, you get 2 attacks. That's... Yeah.
Well, no, it's a surprise action, so it'd still only be the 1. So 1 arrow
Oh.
flies by them and doesn't do anything.
Okay. So, that it for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, did you do any... did you hit anybody? Because I don't remember you doing... Oh, you didn't hit anybody. Okay, good. All right, so we got your riding lizard, which goes next.
We moved forwards.
Okay, I got you. David, you're up.
Okay. I move here.
Yeah,
you have
can
haste
move
on you,
double,
so you
by
can
the
move
way.
up to 60 feet.
Okay, so yeah. Yes, so I move here, and I cast a spell on me.
All right, you are casting...
It's
Go ahead.
bull strength.
Full strength it is.
Yes,
All right.
it lasts for 3 minutes.
3
Plus
minutes.
4,
3 minutes.
plus 4 on strength.
All right. Well, it lasts for this whole encounter. So Janice, you're up.
Alrighty. And they are. I'm going to assume just. I'm under complete cover. They can't even see me. So let's see here.
Correct. Correct.
Here's 30. Okay, there we go. I weren't even moving before. And let's see. I'm going to assume they're still under complete cover.
Oh, that's just dressing, guys. Make the map look nice.
Ugh. You cannot call for me right now. Oh, wow. Well, since they're already under cover anyway, from us, let's see if I could just hit that entire nice little area where they are. And here with a nice blast of glitter dust.
All right, you got the range on that? It's kind of far.
Yeah, it's 100 plus 10 feet per level.
Oh, okay.
And it also hits an area.
All right, so let me make some saves here for the left to the right, left and right. All right, so we got, I don't know what the DC is, but,
Will negates blinding only. It's a second level spell.
all right, so I definitely screwed up on both of those. All right, so there are, let me go ahead and put the little I'm blind symbol on them. And that'll be it. Well, that looks like a blind. Fuck it. All right, so that it for you, Mr. Janice?
Yep.
All right, Sahagan are been alerted. They do the Sahagan war yell.
I need to be RB.
RB. Right back. All right, so this guy sees he's gonna shoot Miss the female drow. So 1 crossbow for you. All right, so that is a 13. That's not good.
Nope.
All right, so these guys are gonna go ahead and try to get the fuck out of Dodge. Of course, they are entangled. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my strength check because I don't have technically escape. So what's my strength for my boys? It's 14. I get a +2 on my die 20. So I got to roll 19 or higher. So 19 or higher, which is not going to happen. +2. All right. So, all right. Both of those guys have just finished their attacks. The other Sahagan are moving about. That's it for me. Mod, what are you up to?
Where's the light source that's revealing me?
They've got the totems are lit. Totems are lit.
Oh,
over
the
here.
totems are lit.
Yeah, they.
How much lighting do they provide? It's
Well, yeah.
20 foot bright.
Well, this guy
40
only
foot.
moved. Yeah, you do have a point. This guy only moved 15. Wait a minute. He was. Let me just make sure, because he's got a 30 movement. I would. Yeah, he's got 30. All right, so that is. And they have a. Don't they have low light vision?
No, not that I can see.
Let me double-
Oh, well, they have light. That's weird. They have light blindness, but they have no vision, no bonuses to seeing. Oh, I see. Their trick is they have blind sense in when they're underwater. That's why they have light blindness.
Oh, blindness, but as far as their vision goes, survival. Well, I don't want to spend too much time on it. They talk about on moonless nights, able to slaughter. So let's just go with the moonless night scenario. I don't want to spend too much time on that because David's got to go. All right, so let's just go
Right.
with that. Anyway, they roll really bad.
So how far is the light coming off of the totem? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, let's go with 40. It's almost like a bonfire light. It's very bright.
Got it.
So 40. Let me just fix that 40, by the way. All right, 40. All right, so the totem's 40 and the torches are 20. All right, so there I just adjusted the guys. All right, so what's the word? What are you doing? What are you doing? You should be able to see a little bit better with the 40 totem.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate.
And by the way, you have 120 feet night vision, so shouldn't even worry about it.
Right. It's the reason I was asking about that is to see if they could how they could see me. Not me,
Yeah,
not-
I got you. Yeah, that's a good question.
Because-
Yeah, I thought you were asking how. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, it's a 40-40, so they got range on you for that.
So, as a free action, I use Knowledge Devotion. That gives me +4, I believe. No, +3 to hit and damage. Now I'm going to shoot the guy who shot at me.
Okay. All right, armor class 16. If that's what you're on, yeah. Armor class 16. All right.
And then I take a second shot because I have haste.
Oh man, that is bright lights. Actually, I think I made the totems a little bit too bright.
I think I just killed him.
All right.
With the crit.
Well, it's, they have 11 hit points. That's what you want to know.
Yeah, the crit damage was max. So 26.
All right. All right. So that is he's a dead guy. Good. We got the Ray Lizard. You're up.
All right. We're going to climb up the pillar. That didn't
Alright.
work. Now half the map is black.
Just moving back a little bit. All right. So we got Mr. David. You're up.
Okay. So I can move here without problem, right?
You will walk into that web. That web does not care if you are an ally or not, by the way.
Yeah. So you don't want to walk through a web, David.
Come by me. I can see Swagan further down this way.
Yes, so I will move.
You can move 60 feet as a move
I
action.
can take care of those two Swagan myself.
Okay, so
Because blind and entangled isn't enough.
That was exactly the point.
I move first 30 feet here, and then I continue moving. I have another 30 feet.
Are you like running or something?
No,
They're
I
haste,
can move.
haste plus 30
Yeah.
feet movement
Oh,
speed.
okay.
Yes.
Well, he's got.
This is only one movement. It's just that I cannot break the line on roll 20.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Knock it out.
And here.
All right.
And
You don't. Yeah. You don't technically see any other Hagen. So. All right. So is
I
that it?
see one here.
I end my turn. I cannot do anything else.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. The can you ping the one that you see? I'm not seeing the one you pinging. The one that you can see.
Sure.
All right. While you doing that, Janice, you're up.
Alrighty.
This one here. Are you seeing it?
Let me, I'm not seeing your ping. No. Oh yeah, that guy. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. All right. So yeah, knock it out. All right. What do you
Magic missile, 3d4 plus 3.
You guys might.
So he's gone.
All right. Oh, you're killing the guy in the web. Is that correct? Which one in the web are you?
Yeah.
All right. He's got 11 hit points. What? How much did you do?
13.
All right. So he's dead. Yeah. So he's dead. All right. Janice is done. So Sahagan, let me get my strength check on the guy in the web. Might as well get that done. All right. He rolled an 11. All right, so let's see now. Since you guys are not,
So he's blind, flat-footed, and and entangled.
that
And it's a break loose by spending 1 round and making a DC 20 strength check or a DC 25 escape artist. Once loose,
yeah, I already
Yes.
made mine.
the creature remains entangled but may move very slowly. Each round voted to moving allows the creature to make a new strength or attack. 5 feet for each full 5 points by which the check exceeds 10.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, so we got this guy, Sahagan, RN20. All right, so we got, all right, that guy already did. All right, this guy over here, he sees technically, let me just move it back, because I got to get a clear shot. All right, I think I have a clear shot here. I'm going to go for the drow that is on the side of the wall, I would assume. So here's my,
Yes,
let's see, do I have the crossbow?
we're taking advantage of the lizards climbing to get up and
I think
over those spikes, which I presume are to prevent mounts from coming in.
correct. Crossbow range, is that a 30? Crossbow. Light crossbow.
Crossbow?
Light crossbow.
I think it's more than 30.
Crossbow's more than 30.
Crossbow. Well, I'm gonna use a
Range increment, 80 feet.
Oh, okay, good. All right, I think I'm gonna take the minus even if it's too far. And let me just make that ruler again. Oh, I definitely got the range.
No, he's fine.
All right, so here's my crossbow. Ow. All right, so there you go. All right, so that guy moves, and then this guy, he's going to do some something. Let me just move him there, and then this guy is gonna do the same thing. You don't know what I'm doing, and then this guy is gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then this guy is going to be like, okay, I'll help my master or my leader. All right, so he did a double movement, and that's all my guys. All right, so Ahmad, you're up.
Well, I said I'd keep an eye on David, so we're going to climb around on the pillar.
right.
I'm not moving.
Technically, you can do your writing first if you want. You could say I'm writing my action, but it's your call.
Yeah, that's what we are doing.
All right, so
There we go.
all right, so I think you might be stuck. So I just won't. All right, David, what are you doing there? What are you up to?
Ah. Hang on, I'm still taking my shot
Oh
at-
yeah.
this guy. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I had David in sight so I could cover him
All right.
Yes,
before I
don't see
I started
him.
shooting.
Well,
I can.
Well,
I only see this one.
I'm sorry, David. What was that again?
I only see this one. I was stalking. I was saying.
Gotcha.
I only see this one. So
All right, I fixed the pillar obstruction. You technically can't see him.
I can.
No. Ahmad was gonna shoot the guy like that's over here, but this pillar right here is I just fixed the obstruction.
Oh, well then, I'll shoot this one.
All right. So, well, let's get David to figure something out, and then you can just hit armor class 16. All right. So, David.
I was going to move here. Oh,
All right, now
wait.
these are technically obstructions, so you're gonna have to move around there.
Okay. So then
Oh, by the way, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I can, because I am casted. I can move here.
All right,
going
this is
around.
water. This is water, by the way. You see where it turns gray? This is brown. This is gray. So let me put.
I thought it was another kind of terrain, not water. How deep?
That is water. That's a water line.
This one took
Yeah.
18 points of damage, so I don't think he's a threat anymore.
All right, so he's dead. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. So David, what did you end up doing?
So I just move this way. I move here.
You have 20 feet of movement left, right?
20.
Okay.
I can try to attack him.
Yeah. Go ahead and armor class is 16.
I have a +8 right now. I put all my point on my incarnate weapon. So
All right. Well, armor class 16.
got him. And I roll 1d8 plus 4.
All right. 11 hit points. Oh shit! You kill him. All right. So
Oh,
11
nice.
is yeah. All right. We got Mr. Janice. New round. What are you up to?
Well, you'll have to excuse the lag on my browser there. Let's see if I can't mosey over here and zap this guy in the face with a magic missile.
Sure. 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 All right. Which one did you want to hit?
The one that isn't dead. Because the other one's dead.
Oh, I got you. I got you. All right. So yeah.
You mean you
did-
didn't want to blast the dead body some more?
All right. So that guy is dead. So there you go. All right. So is that it? I would assume.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we got Sahagan. So let me let's see. Let me figure this out real fast. Oh, what the hell? All right, so let me move this guy. All right, so one guy is. All right, so I moved all my guys. I'm done. All right, so Mr. Ahmad, you're up.
Hey, David, do you see any other targets?
Yeah.
No, I don't see anyone. I don't see anything.
We're climbing along the cliff face. If you're wondering what we're up to.
Sure, sure, sure. Is that it?
No, my character got stuck again. Let me
Oh.
undo. Thank you. There we go. Now I can see another target.
All right, so since they rated their actions, this is what's going to have their.
They get to shoot first.
Right, right. They're basically underwater guys. So they're
Oh,
token. They're still underwater. They're just shooting. They're just getting. They're just shooting at you from
they're
underwater.
shooting at me when I'm up on. How tall are these walls?
Well, they are about 60 feet in height. I don't know exactly how. Yeah, but my crossbow is 80 feet, so I can reach.
Right, but firing from underwater, I'm not. I know there's at least a -1 penalty.
Sounds about right. All right, so this
I
guy.
don't know how much exactly.
Well, they're not. They're probably not going to hit you, so I probably wouldn't worry. These are the pawns. All right, so the big guy. All right, so this guy throws. Uh, all right, so the enemy throws a dither bomb at you. It's touch AC. It should be touch AC. So
Oh, that's not good.
so touch AC. Let me just fix that macro. So he's throwing a touch AC. By the way, a dither bomb has a increment of 10. So I have to give myself the minuses, so don't forget. And each 10 feet equals -2. So he's actually kind of not doing a very good job, by the way. But I do
Then
have to hit.
I highly doubt he'll hit me. But sure, go ahead.
Well, to be precise.
Wait, it is touch, so he can still hit me.
All right. Well, I already rolled my thing, which was 23, and
Is that
again,
including the attacking from underwater and?
yeah, the -1 is a -1, and then for every 10 feet is a -2. So it's 40 feet. That's -8, -1 for the underwater. So I hit touch AC.
It's -2. Ranged
-2.
attacks underwater. Thrown weapons are ineffective underwater, even when launched from land. Attacks with other ranged weapons take a -2 penalty for every 5 feet of water they pass through.
All
In
right, so
addition to the normal penalties for range.
yeah, they were basically at the surface. So 5 feet for that. So -2 plus the -8 equals a -10. Touch AC that I hit is a 13. 13 for my touch AC dither bomb. Did I hit you? Touch AC 13.
Yeah, you hit me. I don't care.
All right, 10 damage. All right,
0
so
damage. It's acid.
all right, correct. Now this guy, I think he. I think.
So my character gets hit with it. It splashes over him, and he laughs. She laughs.
Well, yeah. All right. So this guy, you can see him. You can see. He can see you. So he was ready. He was ready for the short bow on that one. How short bow?
Yep.
So Hagen Ranger. The Ranger is technically the boss, by the way. All right. So
no and yes.
all right. So yes. All right. Well,
Is
there
it
you go.
weapon
That's. What did I put for the magical? Let me just double check that. Ranger. Bio. Here's the magic items. I'm trying to do this pronto because David is like, dude, I gotta go. All right, that's his magical items. Chainmail, short bow +1. All right, you get it. All
Okay,
right,
then
so,
yeah, it gets through my damage reduction.
all right, so we got Mr. Ahmad just moved. What do you? Technically, yeah, that's all you moved. Yeah, all you did, right? Was get on the side of the
That
wall.
was the lizard moved.
All right, well you're up.
I am now shooting at the guy who's on the surface because I didn't know about the ones in the water.
All right, so he's over here. Armor class is 26. All right, that's a no-go. He's the boss, by the way. And this is what he looks like. All right, and these guys they don't look like that. All right, so is that it? Oh yeah.
Neither arrow hits, so yeah, that's it.
All right, we got David. You're up. And this is his bodyguard. That's this guy
And
down
this
here,
is?
by the way.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So technically, there's only 3 left: the pawn, the bodyguard, and the boss. All right, David, what are you doing there?
So I move for 40 feet first and see what I can see. Okay. Then I move my other 20 feet.
Got it.
Okay, and I go there. Okay, and I end my turn. I cannot do anything else.
All right, Janice. There's only 3 guys left. We're pretty much almost done.
Okay, well, I'm flying, so I don't give a care about that web. And I can't really see. Those are. I'm assuming these little things are just barricades.
Barricades. You have to kind of move around them.
So I'm gonna hide in my own little web here.
You can technically
I'll just
jump.
fly above it. That's a really weird sight vision. I just have a big giant chunk of black in my circle.
You probably put yourself into a wall by accident. That's what kept happening with me.
No, you're not in a wall. You're good.
Because this is where my field of vision ends.
Yeah, that's a wall.
And-
You're hitting a wall. That's a wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a literal wall. Gotcha.
That's a literal wall.
I didn't know if that was a wall or that was just.
Yeah, because Ahmad
So
is
that was
behind.
not.
Yeah, Ahmad is
I'm
behind.
exactly opposite the
That
wall.
was not my whole movement. So.
Sure, then keep on trucking.
I found the boss.
Hey,
They actually hurt.
All right. So that it for you?
yeah, because that's all I can do is.
All right. So Hagen. All right. So, all right. The pawn is gonna do a crossbow again, and then his bodyguard is gonna say, "Well, I got to get closer to this asshole in order for." How? You are 20 feet from the wall. Is that correct?
I'm 20 feet up the wall.
All right. So technically, I can go underneath you to get as close as possible. I'm not gonna put you under.
Yes.
I'm not gonna put the token underneath you because that's just confusing. All right. So dither bomb number 2 for your ass. I'm technically 20 feet. That's a -4. Going through the water. That's a -6. So that's no good. I rolled really bad on that one. All right. The boss is gonna get a better look at your ugly face, and it's gonna be like, all right, you son of a bitch. All right, short bow attack. Pow. All right, 26 and 18. All right, and I have the range because yeah, 70 on the description, by the way. All right, so don't know what's up with that, but that's all my guys. You know what? I'm gonna roll to see if I have a belt of battle. I'm just gonna let. Hey, Dice, do I have a belt of battle? That is a no for that one. So I'm done. Mr. Ahmad, what are you up to?
Well, now that I've identified who can actually hurt me, I am focusing entirely on the boss.
All right. Now I know you have to make some climbing checks. By the way, I don't know if you did make.
The lizard has a climb speed. Unless something is knocking us off, tripping us, we're good.
Oh, you don't have to roll, right? It's just automatic climb.
Right.
All right. Well, you're up.
It has a climb speed.
Gotcha.
No,
what
and
so this guy comes around the corner and starts pelting.
does that one hit?
Armor class for the boss is 26.
So the second one hits, 9 damage.
-9. All right, so -9 it is. All right, your riding mount.
We're moving further along the wall.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna try and work my way back to solid ground so I can confront the boss on the ground.
All right. So, well, whenever you finish moving, you can let us know.
Sorry, just trying not to stick myself inside the wall again.
I got you. All right, Mr. David, what are you doing? Now that right there is you're basically the edge of the wall is basically right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
A question. I am still hasted.
You are still
Yes.
hasted. That is correct.
Okay. So let me see some. First, I move here 15 feet.
All right.
And pardon. Ah, and then I move 15, so I have 45 more. Yes. And I move here. Oh, good. And I try to hit the boss. This was just
Well,
so
didn't you
I.
move? You were over here, right?
Yes,
So,
but it was just one movement, 60 feet. It's not a charge.
oh, okay. Well, let me.
So
Let's.
while I move, I got another a bigger view of what's around me, and I decide how to move it. It's right. It's fine.
Sure, sure. All right. Well, you moved 60 feet.
Yes, yes,
So,
6.
okay.
So I try to touch the box, and I have uh, 4, 6 plus 8.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, its armor class is 26.
Plus 8.
All right. You hit.
And yes, no, yes, I just hit him. So 1, 1d8 plus, plus 3 plus uh, plus 5. Yes, 1d8 plus. Wow, just a moment. Sorry. Plus 3. Yes. 1d8 plus 5. 8 damage.
8 damage. Got it. All right. We got Janice. You're up.
All right. Let's see here. I guess this is one of these. At 30. And I assume I see these two now
Well,
in this pond.
yeah, that is. Yeah, these guys are technically a little bit below the water because, again, I gave myself a -2 because they're shooting through the water. So I just wanted to show Ahmad that where they were because there's arrows coming through them. So technically,
So
you don't see them. Correct? They're underwater. The only one you can see is maybe this guy. That's the boss.
I can see that. I can see that guy, but I can't do anything about him. Let me see if I can spend my last magic missile on that guy. I don't know.
100-foot magic missile is not a close range spell.
Yeah, that's why I. Okay, there, yeah, it's 65.
Probably a good thing they say right now.
Yeah, because it. And that guy gets popped in the face for 9.
9, got it. All right, we got Janice is done, so Hagan are up. All right, so this guy doesn't have a belt of battle. Yeah, he's hurting bad. He's hurting bad. He's gonna get his friend over here to Say, hey, buddy, you got to help me out here. All right, so you can move 30. He's gonna get the hell. All right, so that's 25 right there, guys. And then move right there is in 30. All right, says, all right, boss, I got your back. All right, so one attack, pow. Ooh, that's a good hit.
Oh,
All right, so he says, all right, I got your back too, bro. So he drops the arrow, and he does a full round on your ass. Boss does a full round. Ooh, and he crits. All right, here's a confirmed crit, and I'm going to use the full round macro. All right, so you did his warrior does 8 damage. The boss, the ranger, hits with a 6, and to confirm, it's a 25. Your armor class is I don't know, 20. So
yes.
6 and 7 is 50. No, that's 14. No, it's not 14. 13. I'm sorry. 13 plus 8 is 21. So you've taken 21 total damage. And he fumbled.
Okay.
So no, that was a confirmed crit. So that's not a fumble. All right. So you've taken a little bit of damage. All right.
How
So
much it was? How
8
much?
8 plus
How
13 is
much?
21. 8 plus
Oh,
13
21.
8 plus 13 is 21. All right. So they're ganging up on you there, Mr. David. All right, David, you're up. Speaking of which, oh wait a minute, this guy over here is gonna shoot at the drow, and here's the crossbow. Yeah, he's not doing too bad. All right, he's in the water, so you can't really trip in water. All right, so that's it, Mr. David, you're up.
Okay, I attack this one, and since I am Asted, I have 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is
Haste
correct.
gives you an extra attack.
Yes,
That's-
I attack this one. Yes, this one.
Yeah, that's his bodyguard. All right, so
Yes.
yeah. All right, well, armor class for the bodyguard is 17. 17 for the bodyguard.
Just a moment.
Well, we got a good fight, and plus you guys got a lot of intel for the swamp and the outpost, and
First
Rowena.
one,
Yeah, you
got.
hit.
I hit him with the first one. With the second one,
Are you hitting him with what, by the way?
what?
What are you attacking him with?
Always with my sword.
Okay. All right.
It's
Well,
always.
yeah. Sure. Go. Yeah, you hit. So do the damage. You hit
Yes.
twice.
I hit. Yes. Can I roll both of dice together, or I have to roll them each
Yeah,
one per set?
just hit separate. You can hit the arrow key up. You can hit the up arrow key, and it'll roll the same thing over. So if you're doing a 1d8 plus 4 or whatever, just hit enter and then
roll.
hit the arrow key up.
Yes.
So the one, so I would be like, yeah, all right. So that's a 6, and you hit the arrow key up, and then hit the enter key. So there you go. So
Oh well, no problem.
yeah, all you have to do is hit the up arrow key and then hit enter. All right. Well, I'll take this. So that's 17. 17 on this guy, right? 17.
Yes.
All right, minus 17. All right, so he's hurt. All right, so we got Janice. You're up. We're almost done, guys.
Okay,
It's,
this guy right here.
It was definitely a fast game tonight, but got a lot of intel done. All right, so just point to the guy that you want to hit, and I think you've done about 3 magic missiles.
Yeah, that's my last magic missile, but it's not my last hail of stone.
Hellstone is a cantrip, so sure. All right,
No.
well,
Hailstone
It's
is
a level 1 spell.
conjuration.
I'm thinking of
Acid
the.
Splash, something like along those lines.
You're definitely.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, well, do your thing. Damage, please.
5d4.
God damn, dude. What the fuck?
It's Hail of Stone. Casted as
Oh,
a 5th level caster.
all right.
Whoa.
All right, well, who do you want to hit, by the way? The,
The creatures and objects within the area. That guy right there.
the boss? This guy?
Yeah.
All right, so 13. That hurt. Minus 13. Ouch. All right, Janice, you're up. All right, so Mr. Boss is like, oh, fuck. 5-foot step. Cure
If we move, I can attack. Attack
no,
of opportunity.
it's a 5-foot step.
That's a 5-foot step.
All right,
Okay.
so he's gonna go back 24 hit points for his potion of serious wounds. All right, so plus 24. All right, he's back in action. He says, "Why are you fucking with my master?" All right, so you don't know what the hell he's saying. All right, full round action on you, Mr. David. Pow, 30 and 19, 8 damage. All right, so that's it for him. My boss already went, and this guy's gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna fuck with that guy over there who keeps fucking with me. So he's gonna swim. He gets to swim 20, and then he's just gonna get on land. That's a 25, and that is a 30. All right, so
Janice is flying.
oh, mother
Yeah.
grabber. All right, well he's gonna get closer enough to.
Hey, Janice, when you fly, there you might want to, how go to that little gear and note that your character is flying. It makes
Yeah,
things
'cause I
easier.
pretty much always shape change, but I'm not really sure what I'd use in that gear to.
No, you
There's a set of wings. That's the
I
usual
see
thing.
it.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, this guy's he sucks balls. 11 on my hit. All right, Mr. Ahmad, you're up.
Okay. Well, I think it's time I unleashed my doomsday weapon. If I can get it to come onto the field.
Well, summoning is a full round action, so
No, I'm trying to drag the cone over to me to make certain that I can position myself so I don't hit David. I've got a 30-foot cone.
weren't you
But the
fucking with it a while
cone-
ago?
Yeah, I was,
What'd you do?
and
with
I wanted to move a little bit. Ah, there we go. Oh, it came on twice now.
I'll just hit the delete key on the other one. Well, you're the you're,
I think
I'm
I
the
am.
center of it. I'm trying to get that to work.
you're trying to rotate it to. Yeah.
So to put the center on me, so I can.
Just click on the little tail and rotate it around.
The little tail is in the darkness.
Oh, this. Okay, I got you. Well, let me turn on the lights because we're pretty much done, guys.
Okay, so I'm moving to here along the wall.
And I'm safe.
So I
no.
can.
Yeah, you don't. No, dude, you got too much. He's too close to the cone, bro.
Can I angle it downwards if I climb up the wall a
Whichever
little
way
bit?
you got to do it, man. The cone's the cone. Make it work. I don't know what to tell you. You're the center of the cone, by the way. So that little X
Yeah,
up at the top.
I'm the blast piece. I'm just
Yes.
figuring out where I need to be.
Yeah, this thing has got to be like on your square, that little X. So, if you keep moving it up that way, that's not gonna work. It's gotta.
My lizard will be moving along the walls so I can get the appropriate angle.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You haven't moved them yet. I got you. Why don't you move your? Well, yeah. Just don't
There
worry
we
about.
go.
Yeah, you don't worry about the.
Now I can't get my lizard. There we go. I'm moving everything.
Don't worry about the lizard. We get the idea. You can move the lizard wherever you want. So don't worry about the
So
lizard.
they get. So yeah,
This,
we're moving to that point.
you know, this is the big pillar there. So it's just.
Oh.
You know, yeah.
Okay, then scratch that point idea.
All this
I'm
black
going
shit
to-
are the pillars and the walls.
We're going to move here. Just climb up and around the pillar so we are directly ahead of them and just breathe straight. And I'm just going to breathe straight down on top of the two of them. If that's a pillar, I can just be directly overhead.
Right. Well, you know that the ceiling is 60 feet. So if you're gonna
Right.
go, yeah. So you're gonna go up.
So it's 20 feet down, 10 feet across, and
Yeah, you are hasted. So I forgot about that.
think. This is
20
why
feet
I
down.
don't generally cast magic and I go with buffs. Because I don't like trying to figure out the radius. And now it's not responding.
Well, maybe you.
At the very least, I'm getting the boss in it.
Yep. Yeah, but the radius is.
But-
I mean, you know, they're clustered together pretty close. They're within 5 feet of each other, all of them. So you're gonna.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know I can get the boss without accidentally injuring my companion.
Well, yeah. Again, they're like right next to each other. So I mean, you have to be really far up. No, you have to be really
Right.
close, really close downward. Yeah.
30 feet above.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like 10 feet. 10 feet.
All right, like
up.
here's the thing. Here's a cone because it's got to be 45 degrees. So the closer you are to the guys, the more precise it is. But we're talking algebra, guys. You know. And we're looking from a top viewpoint here. Here's you, and you're shooting down at him. So technically, what you want to do is make the cone more.
Change of plans. I'm just
Yeah.
we're gonna move here,
Yeah, this technically, I think that's.
and
what you
I'm
wanna
just
do.
gonna hit these people point blank range. So I'm bringing myself into melee combat with them, which is what I didn't want to do, but now
Well,
I should be able to.
Well, then you're gonna get a attack of opportunity. You know that, right?
It's not a spell. It's a special ability.
Spell-like abilities, I think.
Nope. It's a breath weapon, just like a dragon's.
Yeah, that is a supernatural ability.
Yes.
Supernatural ability. And if I remember correctly, supernatural abilities, attack of opportunities. Where the hell is
A
it?
dragon's breath weapon doesn't provoke, at least as far as I can tell. If dragon's breath weapons provoke, then I've been playing dragons all wrong for years.
Well, it says no, so just want to
Cool.
double check.
So yeah, this is the one time of day I can use my breath weapon. They get to reflex save for half.
Well, okay. All right, so let me go ahead and do a. I can't click on them with that thing on top. All right.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
All right. So
Let's
let
just
me.
delete the thing.
All right. So we got this.
Now that I demonstrate, I can get there.
All right. This is the warrior save. All right. So the boss and then the warrior.
The warrior's save does not make it. Wait, is the warrior? Oh wait, they're both 15. Neither one makes it.
Okay.
Roll fort, and the fort saves also don't make it. Okay,
Well,
so
well,
they both
yeah,
are
they're
stunned.
Well, again, let me do the fort save because they technically count as a separate roll. All right, so just because I have macros for all of them. All right, so the boss is this one. Oh, he did good.
Oh wow,
And
their
then
macros
no, there's the same macros. But again, you guys do this
Why did we just use the fort saves from before?
because since they're all tied together, it's a separate roll because it's a separate thing that you have to do. So
Okay.
whenever, yeah, it's a separate thing. One is for
Well, then they
fort.
just take
Yeah.
because it had both. I was figuring that we just go off with both. But if you
No,
want,
no.
but rolling them separate works fine
No,
too.
you guys you do the same. If you have a macro that has all of them, you say, well, this is the macro for the save, for the reflex, and the next roll is for the thing. All right, so I 27 and 20.
So they're not stunned, but they both take 7 points of acid damage.
All right, -7 for the boss, and -7 for the warrior. All right, we got. Well, you already moved your guy all over the place. David, you're
Yep.
up.
Okay.
So just want to clarify, the macros don't count for every save that I have to make. Just heads up.
Okay.
And you guys are the same. So David, what did you want to do?
So I simply attack this one,
Hourglass 17.
and yes, I am after.
And you're on the ceiling, I would assume, or maybe I
Crit.
don't know. Or you're
Maybe
on the.
I did a crit.
You're probably there.
Maybe.
All right. Well, yeah, that's definitely correct. That is correct.
But this is to confirm the crit.
All right. Sounds good. That's you confirm
Crit.
correct. Yeah, that's confirmed.
The
Correct.
second attack.
All right. So you're gonna roll for the second attack. Gotcha. Right.
Yes, I roll for the second attack and then I roll for all the damage together.
Sure. Sounds good. All right. Well, you are
Uh,
yeah, you hit all of them.
This is I think this is another crit. Maybe.
Well, it depends on your weapon. If you have a rapier, then
It's a long sword. It's a long sword.
Uh,
1920.
yeah, that is yeah, that's right. All right. Well, confirm the crit.
One.
You're getting lucky with the rolls there, man. Shit, you might kill me already. Which is good. Which is
No,
good. Okay,
that's
that.
one.
All right, so
That's
you get 3 rolls, 3 damage rolls. No, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Two.
3 damage, because yeah, 3 damage rolls. So just hit the up arrow key and go to the 1d8 or whatever. 1d8 plus 5, I
Yeah.
think it was. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the first one.
God damn. All right. 11, 10. All right. And 8. All right, he's
I
dead.
think
All right, so he's dead. All right, well, good job there, Dave. We got Janice. You're up, Janice.
Is that little thing I'm trying to attack something flying, mirror imaged and displaced?
Well, he's got to do something. You know, you're over here fucking with his boss. So, you know, what are you
Well,
gonna do?
I feel. How about Phantasmal Strangler on that guy for the win? Or
All right, what?
hopefully.
Well, here's my save. All right, did pretty good on the reflex. Not too good on the fort.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think that's a level 3 spell, so it's at a +1, but I think you actually passed the will on that.
All right. Unless your modifier is a 7.
10 plus ability modifier. Okay, my ability modifier is a +4. That's 10. It's 14. It's 1. It's
17.
15.
No, it's spell
Yeah,
level.
he passed it.
Yeah, so it's spell level, which is 3 plus your modifier, which is 4. I think was what you said.
Yeah, and then I get a +1 for spell focus, and then 10. He still passed it.
All right. Well, there you go. He is. Did you say you have a mirror image? Because the mirror
Yeah.
image doesn't move at all. It's basically a.
Yeah, they move with they bounce around, and I'm displaced. So the mirror images are also appearing as if they're under the effect of displacement.
Oh, okay. Well, how many are there? Because I'm just gonna roll to see which one I'm gonna shoot at. So if you say 3 on 4 people, then I'm gonna roll a
Let's
d4.
see. That is 1d4 plus 1 image per 3 caster levels. So that's another 1d4 plus 1. Actually, no. Mirror image is an illusion. So that's 2. Okay, there are 6 of them.
All right, so I'm gonna roll. And which one do you want to be? Do you want to be 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5 or 6? Which one do you want to be?
Let's just say number 2.
2. All right. I'll roll a 3. That's it for me. All right. So the boss is gonna be. Ooh, shit. He's in big trouble. Well, the boss.
And 3.5. Yeah. So you just missed it.
All right. So this boss is gonna be like, "Oh, you killed my brother." Full round on Mr. David. All right. 23 and 8. That's not good. All right, Dave. I hit you for 7 damage. The bite technically trips me, so I am a tripped person. I'm on the floor because I tried to bite you in the neck or bite your face, and I slipped, and now I'm prone. By the way, the image is display. Yeah, that's fine. He's never gonna hit you. All right, Mr. Ahmad, you're up. He is prone
That's
because
pretty much the idea.
he's prone because he tried to bite his face off and he tripped. So I don't know what you want to do. Let me move this guy out of the way. I'm gonna move these guys. The guard is a 6.
5-foot step. I guess now we're standing on top of his brother.
I would assume so. That is correct. And where's my other guys? There was 8 of them. Where's the other guys? Oh, this guy. Am I missing? Oh,
Okay.
the other guy. God damn it.
Chomp, chomp.
Hit 11. Not enough to kill me. Minus 12. Oh, that's yeah, attack 12. Gotcha.
That's the 2 attack rolls because it's easier to just do say
That's fine with
melee
me.
twice than to try and do the.
No, wait a minute. That's 2 attack rolls because I only see 27.
You don't see a 12?
Oh, okay. I thought you combined both of them together. Yeah, that's good. So yeah. I'm sorry. I was looking at the 12 as damage.
Then the
so
damage is okay.
plus 12. All right, we're pretty much done here, guys. Probably went a little bit over because Mr. Man had to go, but
Chomp.
16. All right, so minus 21 minus 16 is not enough to kill me.
And then
Oh.
it's my turn. Let's see if I can hit it with my sword.
26 armor class.
That's going to be really hard to hit with my sword.
Miss. All right. You hasted, so you get another one. Oh, mother grabber. All right, so he's dead. All right, so
I rolled really well on those damages.
All right, we got this guy's a 7, and then his bodyguard is a 6, and the rest of them are 2s. So let me just draw that. 2, 6, and 7. All right, you guys can figure that out. And I want to kind of make this a little bit fast. So here's
5, 2, 6, 2. Hang on, there's the one that Janice is fighting still.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Janice, you're up. He can't. You might as well. He can't reach you, Janice. So you might as well do whatever you feel like doing. And my the hits are not very good. So I'm just gonna roll a real fast. Ooh, 20. Did that hit you?
Is it a? Yeah, that wasn't a
Oh, right, right.
critical. That was just a
Yeah, you're
20.
number 2. I gotta roll the 1d6.
You also and for 50% and miss chance.
All right, if I miss here, I'm just gonna go. Oh, I hit it too, bro. Now I gotta roll the 1d10 or the 100, and I did hit you for 6 damage. So let's just get this over with between you and Janice. You can start the calculation there, Nathan, uh, because he's gonna kill him, depending on what he does. So because I gotta roll, I gotta keep rolling the percentiles.
There's 2 people level 5s, right?
Yes, I'm level
David and
5.
Josh, you're both level 5, correct?
Yes.
Janice, you're 5, right?
Yes.
And you're a mage, correct?
Yes, I'm a wizard.
All right. So what do you want to do there? Have you run out of spells, or what are you up to?
No, I haven't ran out of spells.
Can you kill him like now? Because
Uh,
Dave's got to go.
I can wait for another
can
10
we
minutes.
color spray this guy's eye and see if we can?
Yeah, it won't take me very long to hunt him down and kill him, even if Dave has to leave. We can
I'm just gonna
effectively
color
calculate
spray
now.
him. Roll a will save.
All right. Color spray doesn't kill me, so. Oh, I did
No,
pretty good.
just incapacitates you.
Okay,
Oh.
that. I'm not sure how a little lizard man move got a 24 will save, but okay, yeah, he passes.
He got it by
I crit it, bro.
rolling max.
Yeah, put your mouse over it. It's a crit.
He has a decent wisdom score, and then he's got
Decent.
good will save.
4 is not decent. 4 is bullshit.
For 2 hit die, 4 is good.
That's what I'm going by the
Yeah.
MM4.
I have 5 hit die, and I have 3, 3, 4, and I'm a
Hey.
wizard, so
3, 3, 4.
that's the wizard's will save. That's the
Yeah,
good will
monstrous
save.
humanoid is like outsider. They have good saves.
Oh shit.
So I
Techno-
really have nothing I can. I have nothing I can do to this guy but drop illusions on him.
All right. Well, the guys will hunt him. Well, the guys can go and hunt him down. XP. Well, let me go ahead and try to shoot you again. I might get lucky. How? Ooh. All right. So let me go ahead and.
He gets 2 attacks.
No, it's down at the bottom. 1
Oh.
heavy crossbow. 21. And 10 damage. I still got to try to
What?
hit you. So let me go ahead and hit.
What was that? Well, that's just it. What was that first one? Because that's medium heavy crossbow. Hits AC 20, critical 19, 20 for 6, and then there's this one again.
Well, it's the same guy.
Oh, I'm shooting across to kill the guy.
Chicago. Plus 17, plus 3. It's the same guy.
Yeah, no, I mean he's got to roll every single time he tries to attack for me.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, let me do the one. What's
He can't just he can't just have an attack and then go on a second and then have a second attack off of one attack roll.
All right. Well,
Ow.
I rolled the 1 for the illusion
Oh.
guys. So.
And then it's a 50% chance if he even hits the illusion.
Well, let's just get on with it. I don't know. I'm not gonna hit you regardless. All right. So all right, we're done. So here
So-
it.
So I did 24 damage to him with my arrow.
Oh, okay. Well, one of you guys killed him. Actually, technically, Ahmad killed him because you didn't hit, you were out of spells and all that good stuff.
He's
so
not. He's out of offense spells.
yeah. Well, offense spells, right? All right. So who's gonna open up the chest?
I'll do it
Okay.
as the one most able to withstand traps and the like.
All right.
Oh, there is one thing I do before I do that, though. Or I suppose it's a couple of things.
Well, name them out so we all know what you're doing.
Did that show up? times 4.
What is that?
Cure Minor.
Oh, okay. Well, you're a fighter. How are you cure minor? Oh, is
I'm
that
not
potion?
a fighter. I'm an artificer. You're not artificer. I'm an archivist with 1 level of fighter. I'm multi-class.
Gotcha.
I like to multi-class
All right. Well,
way more than I should.
go ahead and open up the.
So I spend
chest.
all. So yes, just so you guys know, in the future, all my cantrips are cure minor. But that's so I can stabilize people in combat. But those are my only healing spells I know.
Okay.
All right.
So, I open the chests.
Oh, okay. You open the chest. So here's the results. Wow. All right. So poison. Poison lock or whatever you want to call it. All right. So basically, you have to make a fortitude 13.
What kind of poison is it? Let me
Uh,
rephrase that. Oh, fort save.
Yeah, it's
It does ability damage. I don't care.
Well, all right. Well,
Unless it puts me to sleep or nauseates me, I'm unaffected by it. I'm immune to ability damage and ability drain.
All right. Well, here's the second one. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, hey,
So,
same effects. I'm immune to I'm pretty much immune to poison. I'm not actually immune to it. So if you hit me with drowse sleeping poison, I can fall to that, or a couple of other poisons. But for the most part, poisons are useless against me.
all right. Well, knock yourself out. Don't forget to give yourself
Let me add the experience.
XP to that XP.
I'm just going to be adding that, so the next number is not a revised. It is it's just for the traps. Okay. So this is in addition to the one I rolled, the one I posted, the ones I posted in earlier.
Sure. Knock yourself out. Shit.
As I said, I'm prepared to deal with traps.
Well, there you go.
So long as it's not a pit trap that drops us.
You might have to scroll up a little bit because I
Ring of protection +1, +2 chain shirt, +1 short bow.
Yeah,
I wrote it down earlier.
Oh yeah, as far as that goes for the boss.
I don't have the gold values, so if someone got that, but I wrote down what the things were.
Yeah, I can put that up again. So, all right.
Okay,
well,
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I think. Did you guys have any other
hammer, floating
right, so-
disc?
Now, if you guys know anybody who wants to play, man, because I don't have any faith in the other guys for the Sunday game.
No, the only people who I know are in your games.
Yeah,
yeah. I've never rolled up until I started playing in your campaign. I never played online before.
Oh, okay.
All my games are in person, so that's the reason I'm really hesitant to try and create a game on Roll20.
Well, there's a lot of assholes out there. I'll tell you that much. All right, so let me go ahead and put the magic items for the boss in the chat. Oops, that's wrong. But all right, so that's the magic items. Joe, you mean Dave?
Yes.
No, I said so, not. If I said Joe, I didn't mean to say Joe.
All right.
I'm gonna propose that we leave Dave with the +2 ring of protection. You can keep that permanently.
And you take. And you
Janice,
take the
you can have the +1 ring of protection. And the arcane scroll, because you can scribe that, right?
Yes. I can actually describe that.
I'm also going to suggest that David take the +1 short bow.
Well, I can't use it, so they should.
All David's got a lot of damage on him. Anybody want to help him out?
Yes.
I used all my cure. I mean, we have potions, but if we go back to town, I can get him rest up at the keep. I can heal him then via
Okay.
casting. So unless you
Alright.
want immediate healing,
Sounds
change
good.
your, change your. Okay, I'm gonna take the chain shirt if you're okay. If you guys are okay with that.
I'm fine because I'm already
I'm fine.
wearing a
I'm fine.
magical chain shirt.
All right. How are we doing, David? Are you okay or are we finished? It's your call, dude.
I think it's my call. Right now it's almost 4 a.m.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, this is why I can play for at most 3 or 4 hours. I start to play at midnight.
shit. Wow. All right.
And remind me next time we play to get some armor for my lizard, even if it means that we have to get it crafted. My lizard needs armor.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So
The rest of the stuff I'm gonna add to party loot. We can draw on it as needed.
do we want to do the role playing back at the outpost next week or tonight?
Next week,
Okay.
just because the weather here has gotten really stormy and I have no idea when the power might get knocked out.
I know what you mean. All right. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream. It was a pretty fast game. Completely threw the guy's curveball on the slaughtered fishing outpost or the fishing village, but they got the job done, which is
Yes.
uh,
Another
you
point
know,
for us.
So David, remember that you've got the +1 short bow for when it matters,
Yes.
because we between me and Janice, we have a lot of ability to inhibit crowd control.
Yes.
So, but that can work both ways. Like you couldn't go through the web, but you could have been shooting with the bow.
Yes, I know.
That's why I'm giving you the short bow.
Yes, it's fine. It's perfect for me.
I know it's not perfect, but it's better than no ranged weapon.
No, yes, I know, but don't worry, I'm fine with the short bow.
all right, all right. Okay, well then I'll go ahead and stop the stream, and if you guys want to talk to Chop, that's good too. I'm gonna take a whiz and be back in a bit.